Well, hello there, welcome in everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. And today we'll be doing some assisted country streaks on the NMPZ map made by Wolf Trekker called Side Trek. And it's quite a recent map, if you guys don't know about it already. And it's kind of a mixture of more skewed locations where you're facing away from the road. So it's quite diverse, the type of locations you could get. And yeah, it'd be good to see how we do today. And yep, if you are in chat, don't be shy to join in, and whether that's to help out or to ask any questions of maybe how why is everybody thinking this country. Like also I'm happy to help you guys out if you need some tips on some country streaking. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well, and yeah, chat's not active at the moment, but either way, I have only just started, so I'm sure you guys, more of you guys will be here as we do more games. But let me just get my thingy sorted. Give me a second, guys. I'm pretty tired today. I didn't get much sleep last night, but I'm still definitely down to do some NMPZ streaks. And yep, I think everything is all good at my end. And yeah, let's just jump into it. And like I say, I think everything's good. Yep, let's do it. Right, NMPZ as well. Okay. Thought this was just US. Not sure what the region guess though. The region guess is a bit weird, but I think it's just US. Paler soil. That's an interesting Colorado. I don't think I would send Colorado there normally. Okay, metal roofs. Feels Asia. Indonesia, Malaysia's my toss up here. I'm starting to think more Malaysia, if anything. I'll just send it. I mean, it is early, so long way to go. Oh my god, it was Nigeria. Lol. I was wondering why there's a black water tank. I don't normally see black water tanks in. I don't notice them at least, but that is a bit of an oops. We're just warming up though, so it will take time to get used to some stuff. Can't tell if this is US or Canada, unfortunately. Or is there a chance this could be a weird Europe? No, I think it's US or Canada. I'm gonna say Canada, that's my first thought. Okay. Oh, Jeff. First thought was Finland here, actually. Lots of birches. Kind of like, I don't know what grass this is, but it reminds me of like southwest Finland a little. But watch this just be like somewhere completely different now. I mean, this map isn't easy, so yeah, I'll try it. Yep, I knew it. I knew once I said I think it's Finland, it's going to be Canada. I just knew it. I do need to get better, like vegetation identification and kind of being a lot better on those hard rounds with the Europe, North America toss-ups, especially when you don't have the obvious trees that give it away. Hopefully the Twitch is working and the YouTube both are live. But like I say, if you're here, don't be shy to drop a hello. But yep, I think this is just India, so we'll just send and move on. Speaking of India again, should be India again. I'll try with Bihar. I mean, it could be Nepal actually, but I think I sent India over Nepal here most days of the week. Feels very dry. Yeah, Jharkhand made sense. Greece, lots of wooden poles. Yep. Chile, surely. Bad at region guessing Chile though. Unfortunately. And okay, it's Europe. I don't know what that poll's doing. That poll's throwing me off. Why is it trying to be like French, the poll? It feels Balkans. We've got like a tall signpost. Well, they could just have thought of like Romania, Hungary, Bosnia. Any thoughts in chat? What you reckon here? I feel like it's going to be more Balkans for sure. I guess it could be Bulg, which could make sense why the poll's a bit weird. This is tricky. I'm a bit confused what the poll's doing. Maybe it's an optical illusion. And it's the wires that making it look weird, maybe. Making it look like a waffle poll when it's not. Let me just check if my Twitch is picking up the chat, because I'm not seeing any messages. If you've sent a message, I'm sorry guys if I've not got back to you. But I don't think I've had anything come through. Nope. Okay. Something happening on Twitch or something. Is like a big event happening right now. Romania, Hungary is what I thought too. Could be near Danube, Romania and Tulsia. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. And I feel like this white sticker, I don't know how common that is in like Bulgaria. And also welcome, by the way, why Sombia? Or why Soimba, sorry. Yeah, I don't know how common that is in Bulgaria. And I've seen like these like boxes in Romania before. I do like the Danube River. I mean, I do like Romania. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. Renegade Chicken, are you live on TikTok? No, Jeff. I'm only live on YouTube and Twitch at the moment. That's what I have on the plugin. You know the thing I'm a little worried about is like something like Bosnia or Croatia, if anything. But I'll probably go Romania. I don't mind the Romania call, but something just seems a bit off. Something seems really off. Like, could it even be something like Croatia maybe? There's something off about this. Which one do I go? I don't know which one I'm gonna go. Maybe I should just send Romania and just, if it's wrong, reset. But I'm not confident here. Hungary. Tall signpost works for Hungary. There is some text, but I can't read it. It's too far away. Welcome in Stevie G Hopol as well. I'm Renegade Chicken too. Sorry if I didn't say hello. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which one's the best, because I could see Crow here now. The more I look at this, I'm worried about Crow and Hungary. Yes, that's the thing. Like, the buildings seem a bit off. Like the buildings feel like I could see that for Bosnia, and I can see that for like something like Croatia, Hungary, maybe. I just don't know what this poll's doing. This poll's being weird. Maybe I should just trust the tall signpost and just try Hungary or something. We might be here all day otherwise. What's CR? Well, that's Costa Rica, but URL, but supposed to be like Croatia. But yeah, it's KR Croatia. No, it's HR, the abbreviation for Croatia, I think. I don't know. This is hard. I might just try like a big river near Bosnia, maybe. I don't know. This is so weird. But to me, I could see it being here, and I could see it being like a weird Hungary. But I feel that text is not Hungarian. It feels a bit weird. Oh, you mean copyright? Oh, sorry. I actually haven't checked for that. I mean, usually it's quite well hidden on this map. Um, I can't find it. I can't find a copyright. Unfortunately, it looks like it's 22 maybe. Oh, could be because it's 22. That would rule out. That would rule out. That would rule out. Yeah, it's 22, I think. So that would rule out Bosnia, I think. If it might say 22, so that should rule out Bosnia. But that's good for Croatia and maybe Hungary. Yeah, now I need to figure out which one to go. I'm leaning more Croatia at the moment, but it's this signpost is quite tall, and that's really making me worry about Hungary. Because Hungary has quite tall signposts, and I feel like it's hard to ignore that. Yeah, I agree with the architecture. Just don't know if I want to go Hungary or Crow. I think what it's telling me to go Hungary with this tall signpost because a lot of the signs in Hungary have a very tall metal signpost. Um, but it's obviously not. It might just be just a random sign that just you know what it's like, and when you get to Balkans, you can get some random shit happening. Wooden isolated pole as well. It's a bit weird. Yeah, I don't know, Jeff. I don't know, Jeff. Ever Slovenia, I mean, it's technically possible, but I wouldn't go there myself. No. My country is of Austria, Hungary, obey your king. Fair enough, Jeff. Um, it's hard because that is making me think it's like Croatia, and then this is making me think Hungary. Like the language, I think it's like 4 letters and then like 6 to 8 or something. I really hate this round, man. I actually hate this round. This is really throwing me off. Do I? I don't know if I want to trust a signpost or trust the or just send Crow like tiled roofs. Yeah, the isolated wooden poles throw me off as well. And the electricity box. Like I say, it wouldn't surprise me if it's a weird Romania. Like it would not surprise me. And we could be seeing the croc, and this could be like a holy pole, and we're just seeing the other side of it maybe. The other thing that's off for Romania is the architecture, unless it's very west. Good evening, Jeff. Welcome in Crab Lane. We are kind of stuck on what the hell this is. I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on. It's 2022 copyright. I mean, that's a short lamp. We have got short lamps here, so I might just send Croatia. I don't know how common short lamps are in Hungary, but I think we have some short lamps. I know it's quite common in Croatia. The isolated wooden pole is very weird though. You usually expect it to be with like some concrete, with it. I thought square pole. Well, I can't tell if it's a square pole or a holy pole or just some random Balkan shit. That's the problem. But there's definitely like a lamp there, and it seems quite short, and that might be a lamp as well here. But it's hard to decide. Yeah, I don't like Poland, no. Looks like the holy ones, yeah. I mean, I feel like the best thing to do is just send Hungary because we've got a tall signpost, and if that's a holy pole, I think Hungary's fair, and it could be some nice houses near this lake very easily. Like I could definitely see that. So I guess we give that a go. I mean, it's a hard round. I mean, I'm seeing conflicting things, and again, I'm a bit confused with the lamps, but I never really looked at lamps in Hungary. I am worried about Romania, and it's just some weird architecture in Romania. Like if it's a holy pole, I'm worried about like you mentioned about Tulsia, and you mentioned about like Danube River, like I feel like this stuff going with this house makes me think more West Romania if it is Romania. But other than that, I don't really know what's going on. So, I think there is a below 1% chance it's Romania. I mean, I don't think it's below 1%. I think it's very reasonable. I mean, we've got a wooden pole with a white sticker, very good for Romania, especially without any concrete slab next to it. We've got a thick concrete holy pole. This could very easily be Romania, honestly. So I think we just send Hungary, and if it's wrong, we just reset. But I'm really weird about some like weird Tulsia stuff. But I guess it would be to the west. Yeah. It's probably just, I'll just send Hungary, guys. We'll be here all day. Let's see. Yep, below 1% chance. Yeah, I was worried about Danube River. Unlucky. Yeah. I should have trusted the pole, but the tall signpost felt handpicked. Yeah, it's a bit unlucky. Like, that's the thing. Like, that could have been a handpicked location. Because I feel like there was a lot of baity stuff on that round. Like the lamps, yeah, it was the lamp. It was the short lamps, and also there was something else that threw me off. I don't remember. Anyways, best to move on. But yeah, I guess like a wooden pole isolated with that white sticker. Maybe you should see concrete next to them poles if it is west. More like Hungary or Croatia. I just didn't know if it was always the case. And I like when you get like this this blocking the screen. This is just Canada though. Should be Nova Scotia. Pavement probably. Looks like Ecuador pavement to me. That should be Spain. Is that an Aragon flag? Nope, just a Catalonia flag, sure. There's plenty of tall signs in Romania, actually, especially the newer ones. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've really only used the tall sign stuff on certain roulettes with, like, Hungary, where it's pretty obvious it can definitely be Hungary. I mean, urban stuff is a bit dodgy. I don't know. The tall signpost thing is usually quite good for Hungary. It was just a weird signpost, I guess, but it's possible. Like I say, it's like there's some urban metas where there's gonna be exception rules, but again, I guess like I don't know. There was enough clues there to get Romania. I think we just overthought it probably. I think I'm gonna go Austria here, but I could see Switzerland because it could be Lorcam. Actually, on second thought, it might be Switzerland. Like, I'm thinking Switzerland or Austria here. Otherwise, I don't really know what I'm doing. Do you really get shutters like this in Austria? Maybe you don't. I feel like these shutters are a bit weird for Austria. Probably does have them, but I feel that's more of like almost like a French thing going on rather than German. I mean, we are looking at a field. I mean, it's going to be very hard to assume if it's low cam or not, but it can definitely be low cam. Yeah, I would definitely probably go Switzerland with the more red shutters if that's more like a French thing. So we could try something like this, I guess. Yeah, my first thought was Austria, but then I looked at the shutters and I thought it was a bit more something I would see in Switzerland or France. I mean, it could also be just some weird France border stuff, but I think I'll send Switzerland here. Yeah, I think I'll just send it. Yep, nice. This should just be India. What's the region guess here? Telangana probably, is it? Don't even know that's meant to be legit. There's white water tanks as well. Might just be Andhra Pradesh. Might just be Andhra Pradesh. I'm just gonna send and move on. Doesn't really matter. It is Telangana. I guessed it myself. Unlucky. Hello, Jeff. Welcome in, Owen. How's it going? Chris Kamara? Yep, we got it right, though. Yeah, it was unfortunately Telegana, Stevie G. Yeah. This should be just Senegal, Super Sandy. I feel like you see these electricity counters a lot in urban Senegal, so... probably just send... Yeah, I was wondering if it was more north, but... I guess that's what happens on a map like this more often. Okay, I don't know what the hell the guardrail's doing here. That's a bit weird. Right, what do you reckon, guys? I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on here. Do we agree it's Europe, or could it be something else? I mean, I was debating Italy. Like I said, this guardrail is very weird. If anybody knows any guardrail stuff, feel free to let me know if this is a unique design. But I think that would be quite niche if there is something. Coast North. I mean, things that came to mind. I could see a weird Greece. I could see Italy. I could see... I'm trying to think of what else could work. I don't know. I don't think I can see Turkey. Bulg? I could see a weird Bulg. But probably not. There might be a wooden pole under this guardrail, but it's literally impossible to tell if that's wooden or not. But it looks a bit more brown. I could see a weird Greece here, but you could also argue Spain here, maybe. Even, I mean, maybe coast direction is a bit sus for France. What else could be valid? Portugal. Technically possible. I might have completely wrong vibes. I mean, I think it's Europe anyway. Croatia, I could see that. Probably wouldn't send there though. What year is it? Parent looks more east, maybe. Yeah, I kind of like Greece, and there might be a wooden pole. I don't know if you guys can see it. It might be hard to see on the stream, but there might be a wooden pole down there. But obviously, it's not exclusive to Greece, but they spam them. There is like a bridge here. I don't know if you guys see it. So if anybody knows anything locally about some unique bridges for a certain city, that might be good to know. I could see Croatia. The only thing that's weird about Croatia is the coast is pretty much dead north, which will mean we'll probably have to be on an island or something for that to work. But we could be like... It could be Greece. I mean, it's weird to place this one. I could see Italy, Greece, or something similar. I feel like Greece is most likely. Difficult to see, but how's slightly more Greek. Yeah, I would agree. I'll see if there's a copyright. I don't think we're going to spot one. It might be very hard to spot. I don't think it's going to be Cyprus. So I think Greece is probably the best option we have. We have a lot of olives as well, olive plantations. Very good for a lot of the Mediterranean, especially Greece. Yeah, I think we're all agreeing with Greece is probably the best option here. Yeah, it's just a bit weird to place. It's so flat to the north. That's what's throwing me off. I don't know why it's so flat, unless it's like this maybe. But then I don't know. Feels awkward to place in Greece. Unless like we just don't see the hills because the horizon maybe is just bad visibility. We can just send Greece, I guess, unless anybody has any... we could be looking into the Gulf of Corinth, maybe. Where's that? Oh, here, yeah. It could be. We could be seeing that. The other thing that's weird is it feels strangely flat, but I guess maybe it's just the bad visibility. I don't mind it. I think we just send and move on. I mean, if it's not Greece, GG's. But I think we've got to move on now. So, fingers crossed, guys. We got this correct. And it was Italy. Unlucky, yeah. I did think it was a bit awkward to place. I thought like this felt so flat, and we couldn't really find that. Because that's the thing, like, you don't know if it's just the horizon. But I felt like maybe like it would be a bit more elevation gain if it's gonna be on the Greek coast. But yeah, that kind of like a wooden pole. I did wonder if like these things on top of the guard, that like, the actual attachments to the guardrail felt a bit weird for Greece. Like I was wondering if that could have helped for Italy potentially. But yeah, I don't know what is this. I mean, it technically is a double guardrail. I don't know what this is meant to be. It's a weird type of guardrail, this. But it makes sense. It makes sense for that area, to be fair. But it is early. Like I said, we are warming up, so... kind of awkward to place this one. Great region guess. Right, what is this? I think this is Slovenia. But I'll let you guys have any thoughts on this. I'm not sure at the moment. Yeah, that was unfortunate, the guardrail ending. I feel like some of these rounds have been gettable, but we are also just warming up, you know. Do we like Slovenia here, or is there any disagreement with that? Because the other thing, I don't really know what else I would go. I mean, the sound looks good for Slovenia. Probably prefer it over Czech and Slovakia. And I'd probably prefer it over Croatia. So probably just send Slovenia and move on. Unless I'm trolling, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm just going to send it, guys, probably. Is it really Slovenia? Well, Adams, then let me know. You thought Slovakia? Really? I mean, I guess the bus stop design is a bit weird. This is really nice of Slovakia, though. Like, Jesus. I guess you could be right, though. Because, like, the bus stop signs do seem a bit sus. Like, this design I've seen in Slovakia before. Don't know about Slovenia. And I thought this text on the wall was a bit sus for Slovenia. So I was wondering if someone was going to bring up Czech. But also Slovakia does make sense. Yeah, I don't know. That's very fair. I mean, I can see it. I mean, the thing is that with this map, it's generated very differently. And it has very handpicked locations. So it might just choose, like, Wolf might have chosen, like, the nicest Slovakia locations of all time. Yeah. I actually don't mind the Slovakia call. And we've got no black cap, and the blue text on near the house thing, I feel like I've seen it in Czechoslovakia. And I've seen bus stop designs like this in Slovakia. But I'm not sure about Czech, but I've definitely seen these designs in Slovakia. Crossing would be painted yellow for Slovenia. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I just don't know if it would always be yellow, or if it was only in a certain. Because I was thinking of, was I thinking of parking the yellow lines? I don't remember. There was something where it was like not a crossing that had yellow, but maybe I'm thinking of the bus stop stuff. Probably. Are the crossings always yellow? But who knows? Yeah, exactly. I don't mind trying Slovakia, guys. Let's just try it. I mean, we're only on 3, so it's not like a biggie. I don't know the bus stop sign. That is unlucky. It's Czechia. Yep. I like how. I mean, I feel like this has been handpicked because, like, we also had no cap as well. Like, I feel like this was an intentional handpick. And Ultrek will be like, nope, it's generated for somehow. But yeah, I thought like this was more Czechoslovakia. I mean, I guess it's just Czech, but I did like the Slovakia call a bit more. I mean, of course, we see the on other signs, though. We didn't see the pedestrian either. Pedestrian would have made it free. It's unlucky. Yeah, that's the thing. Like with like this map, like he might literally just choose the nicest Slovakia locations. But I guess the probability is that normality should send Czech maybe. But I don't know. I don't know if I didn't know that Czech had them bus stop designs, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, I have no idea. I need to like. This is kind of why like I'm happy. Like I don't have to stress about the worldly. Like yeah, if a miracle happens, great. But I could really improve a lot in the coming months because I feel like I can. I've got pretty bad at a lot of things. Like some things I used to be quite good at like a year or two ago, I'm starting to get a bit shit at again. So, but yeah, that's just Sri with Sri Lanka Paul. That's Romania. Is that? Am I going insane? Why is that pole trying to look metal? Is that pole trying to be metal? Because the first one was just Brazil, but if it's a metal pole with an insulin top, then it's Philly. But it does not look like Philly, right? Am I going insane? I guess it is a metal pole, right? So you have to go Philly. Basunga? Where is Busuanga, by the way? Yeah, I was wondering. I just wouldn't have gone Philly without that. That's the thing. Yeah. So I need to get better vegetation and stuff. So whereabouts is that, lads? Oh, Palawan. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If I could be Philippines, it probably would be most likely Palawan. North Palawan Island. Busuanga. I honestly forgot that existed. Not gonna lie. I remember Coron, but I don't remember the island name. Yeah, let's give it a go, I guess. Don't see why not. Also, but science quite easy to get with the. Yeah, I mean, I've learned that before Adams as well. I did a lot of Romania coverage grinding like a year ago. Well, not a year ago, like a few months ago, but a lot of it's left my head. But yeah, I just didn't send that and moved on. But yeah, you are right. The thing is with Romania, like I learned like several different season years, and they tend to merge together. So then I just don't trust myself anymore because I feel like I muddle them up. But yeah, nice call with the Philippines. Yeah, we had Stevie G mention it. We also mentioned, yeah, and Renegade Chicken mentioned it. Yeah, yeah. I just need to set on the Romania. That's the problem, like with coverage lane. Like I feel like sometimes I start muddling shit up. Like I think, oh, this season, this year, and then I muddle up with another coverage cluster. That's a different distribution. It is kind of annoying. Yeah, when that happens. So that's why sometimes, like when I'm not confident, I just don't trust myself with them stuff anymore unless like I'm actively doing it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there was like October or November stuff for that area, 24. But I don't think I've used season combinations for a while. This is why like I don't think I'm just not good enough this year. Like, there's so many things I did last year that I feel like I've just lost track of. But I've improved in general, but for long term. But in terms of like the temporary seasonal metas, I feel like a lot of it's just left my head, which is really frustrating. Of course, this should just be Turkey. I don't know why I'm spending so long on this, but sure. I mean, I don't know why I sent there, but yeah, it's a metal roof. Yeah, I mean that hill's obviously south coast. I don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, I think me being not to the world is probably bloody better because I'm just not good enough. Can't be this bad. Anyways, Caesar's metas are great until you start mudding them up. That's the most annoying thing about it, really. It's great when you learn them, and then when you start muddling them up with other ones, it's really annoying. Like, because it can make you go against your vibe. That's the danger with them. It's like if it's contradicting your initial vibe, and you muddle it up with something else, you're gonna get quite pissed off that that you didn't just trust your vibe and you just misremembered. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the water tank was. I mean, the water tank and I mean the hill was already enough to send South Turkey there. I don't know why I went there. Like I say, I'm playing pretty bad nowadays, unfortunately. for the high level. I don't know, man. I don't want to think about it too much. I just need to be ready for next year, honestly, at this point. This year, I've still got a chance, but I feel like I come into games and I feel like I don't even feel like I have an advance like I used to, and I need to like get a lot better. And what is this, by the way? Like, is it Monty or something, or is it something else weird? I mean, it's 22 copyright, but it's probably updated. It reminded me of something like some Balkan coast. A lot of time before next year. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's why I think it might be a good thing for me long term. Like, if I do, unfortunately, not make it, which is very highly likely, based off the logics of how last week will go. It's probably good for me to have them months. Like, I feel like I haven't really had them months for a very long time, and I feel like it's kind of slowly made me just exhausted, and also I just don't get to stuff. It's like a gap year on uni. Exactly, yeah. Like I said, I think like this year I could really get my head down, and obviously I want to do the content and stuff, and yeah, and then also just build things up. For sure. That next year I feel like I could be twice as better as I am this year if I really get my head down and give it them months, because you can't really grind during the worldie. That's the problem. You can't really improve during the season. You just have to remain at sharpness and clutch up in important moments. But general like skill and consistency, it's really hard to improve that during the season, especially if you're not got the momentum. Is this actually Balkans, by the way? I'm a bit confused. Lucky the shadows are trying to point south, which is very questionable. YRP who turned into a beat. I mean, 2 weeks is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I just need to get my head down, Adams. Yeah, I think like the plan is like towards this weekend I'll be like noting down things, and I think also like once I get my YouTube going, like scheduled that sorted, then I can kind of work things around it. Yeah. I mean, everyone's different. Welcome in my console pod as well. Chat, what do you reckon? What do you reckon here? Is it just Monty or Albania or something? But yeah, I mean, everyone's different. I feel like for me, it's not necessarily like doing it in a short span and being good in like a few weeks. It's like consistently getting better and better as the months go. I don't mind Albania. Yeah, I thought like Albania on months. I just don't know coverage stuff very well for those two countries, so I could see either. Maybe Albania's more likely. But I don't know. I have no idea which one of the two to go. Yeah, thinking Balkan as well, yeah. Right, okay. Are we happy just trying out Albania, or anybody disagree or has a strong alternate vibe? Because I could just send Albania a move and if we're wrong, we reset at least. I'll give it 10 seconds. I'm just going to send and restart if it's wrong. But yeah, Adams, I'm hopefully next year I'll be the best I've ever been. That's what that's what I want to reach. Like when I get towards like next year, when the time is right, I could be just confident with the months I put in, you know. And I will know I've done my best and had the time to prepare to be my best with the time I've had. So yeah. Would you be old enough as well, Adams? Or will it depend? But yeah, I'm going to send Albania, guys. We're going to be here all day. Okay, it was Albania. Nice. Okay. Okay, this is a bit dodgy. Why is there a wooden pole here? That's very unlucky, Adams, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think Riley, he's like on the edge as well for next year into where it depends when it happens, if he's eligible or not. But yeah, I mean, yeah. I just gotta. I feel like there was a period like a year or two ago where I just felt like I was in a momentum where I was keep getting better and better, and felt like when I came to games, I felt like I was controlling games. I improved that much. Nowadays, it feels like it's nowhere near as it feels. Last year or two, it felt effortless more when I won games. Now it feels like I've had to work or get a bit lucky at times to win games, which to me is just telling me to get better. Signpost not white, so Mex. True. Yeah, I was thinking Mex initially anyway. I was a bit worried about Colo or some. Oh, we forget about something else here. It's 2025 copyright. So that doesn't really help, I guess. What do we reckon, guys? Are we thinking Mex, weird Colo, or some other thing like... I don't think there's gonna be anything like this in Costa Rica. Like I was a little worried if Costa Rica had this pavement. Has anybody seen like this or this pavement like stuff in Costa Rica before? I mean, it's a crazy shout, but it's better than nothing. And then Ecuador. I think a lot. I'm just preferring Mex. It's just weird seeing a random wooden port of this, but yeah, never seen it before. Yep, got you. But you got to keep in mind that the skill levels keep going up. Yeah, I mean, of course. But I've put myself into these competitions because I'm good enough. So like, if people just become better than me, then that's fair enough. But I feel like I should at least get myself to a point where I feel like I'm at the level I should be at next year, where I can feel like I am ready to beat anybody who I play. That's the mindset I need to have for next year. I need to put enough work in where I feel like I could beat anybody on that day, and not feel like everything's just jinxed all the time. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe it is just cool, and the signpost is just some random metal one, and it's just not painted. Yeah, because I feel like just a wooden signpost like this, Renegade is a bit weird for Mex. And I feel like the colour of it's weird too, right? Like, usually it'd be more brown, usually in Mex, right? With curbs and fence, it'd have to be crazy for not being Mex. I mean, I've seen curbs like this in Colo, 100%. But with these trees, I mean, I've seen some sort of pines in Colo, especially if it's more towards the north. But yeah, I don't know. It's a weird round. Yeah, of course, DG. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just need to make sure I feel like I actually got a chance next year. And for me to have a chance, I really need to get my head down. Which I'm going to do, of course. Yeah, I don't know. Do we just send Mex? It could just be some weird shit, and it's just some random poll. But yeah, it's a Colo Mex 50-50. No yellow signpost is a bit weird for Colo, but it's a bit weird for it to be Colo, but it's probably possible. Oh, don't get me started on Colo fences. Oh my days. But the Colo fences are one of the biggest rage bait things of all time, because whenever I trust them, it ends up being a different country, and whenever I don't trust it, it ends up being the country, and I get told oh, you should trust the fences. But whenever I do trust them, it tends to go wrong quite often. Yeah, a bit. Yeah, you are. You're right. I mean, it could just be Colo. I don't know. This is why I feel like there's something off with this. I don't know which one I'm gonna go. Do I just go? I feel like the wooden pole is just so weird for Colo. Like, I feel like it's just so out of place. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking like some like here, or even like some outskirts towards Manizales or something, but something just seems off. Like I feel like the wooden pole is more sus than the signpost, because the signpost looks like it's half destroyed anyway, and I'm sure not every single one is going to be painted white. So my gut is telling me to go more Colo the more I think of this. And I've seen pine-like trees like this in Colo. Again, I'm not an expert at specific, species and stuff, which obviously needs work, but yeah. But yeah, also hope all is well, by the way. Welcome in, Namey1, hope all is well. And Mervyn, by the way. Yeah, I think I'm just going to sing Colo, guys, but if it's Mex, then sorry for those who thought Mex, but it's a bit of a flip of a coin, to be honest. Welcome in, Aries, and good night again. Yep, take it easy, man. I'm sorry for butchering your name for the 100th time. But you're welcome in. Hope all is well. Yeah, let's just send. I feel like these like concrete fences are a bit weird from X2, but we'll see. Yep, it's just XLAPA, of course it is. What? I mean, it's probably like I said. The problem with this map is like sometimes like it can feel quite handpicked. Yeah, I mean this is just some random shit. I don't even know what. Maybe it is a destroyed signpost, but I thought that was a bit too risky to trust on its own. It's interesting though, because like it's got like this like white paint on it, like this white painted bottoms. I've not really seen that before, which is quite interesting. But yeah, I mean it's unlucky. I mean I did like the Mexico cause, but it is a weird part of Mex. It's just one of those rounds where the more you spend time on it, the worse it gets. That yeah, I wasn't gonna region guess that. I don't think I've seen that payment normally. I think I would have gone West Coast if anything. If I was going to go Mex. That's why I got confused with the Pines. Like, if I placed it in Mex, the Pines didn't really work as that well. But yeah, sorry for those who thought it was Mexico. But we had to make a decision. And sometimes just have to gut send, you know. And hope for the best. Welcome in, Svalbard. Hope all is well. I think this is just Nigeria. Am I trolling? Am I trolling? It's just Nigeria, right? I'm not trolling. Sure, it's just Nigeria. But it feels weird. It feels so weird. Yeah, it does kind of feel weird. I'll probably say it anyway. I want to say like Nigeria on like Ghana or something even more daft. But we had Black Water times before and it looked very similar to this, so I kind of just want to send it. Oh my days, bro. I forgot that place bloody existed. That made sense why some of these trees felt a bit weird. Some of me did feel a bit off. I just couldn't picture it. But yeah, I mean, some of these lots are just tough. Like I say, so like I said, doing a lot of rounds of this map might be very good long term to learn and pick up some vibes like you don't normally pick a vibe for, like, you know, Dominican Republic. So, what do you? Yeah, let me play the rest of that scene because I don't know what gives them houses more Dominican Republic vibes. If I'm being honest. I thought there was. Didn't really get an architecture vibe from that. But I'll have a look. I guess we'll carry on the streak here, but. Okay, lovely. What is this? Is that Bulg or something like Serbia or? It can't be raw, right? It can't be raw. I feel like it has to be Serbia or like Bulg or something. That's what I thought, but the polls look completely wrong for Romania to me. Like the insulators fam seems a bit sus. They're all on. I don't know. I thought this round would be Romania, but everything else felt weird. Just like the ones from the art to me, hard to explain, similar to Yucatan. Yeah, I just need to have a look at it. Bro, these rounds are just gaslighting me now. I'll just send Romania. I mean, doesn't really matter. But I was worried about Serbia. That's the thing. And there might be no blue license strip on the plate. This is why I was worried about Serbia. I really don't like this poll for Romania. Yeah, I don't know. I even thought it's Bulg, to be honest, but can't really make it. If the white plates, I'm sending Serbia. If they are not, then I'm sending probably more Bulg with the pavement as well. I could see NMK. I don't think that would work. maybe NMPZ is possible. I don't know, but it doesn't really matter. It's only one streak in it. I'll just send Romania since that was the first thing mentioned, but I don't know. Yeah, nice one. This map actually causes me to destroy it. Some maps that destroy my confidence with my vibes. It does more damage than good. But you kind of have to go for that stage. 2019 copyright, by the way. Probably just send Austria then. Probably, unless people disagree. I think it's just Austria. Austria has 2019, right? I'm pretty sure. Am I really that bad? Is this actually Norway, really? Oh my god. Am I actually that bad at this game? Could be. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it is. Does Austria even have 2019? I mean, I could see it, man. I can see it. You're not stupid, Adams. You're a very experienced player. One problem I have is I had tunnel vision of one thing and then send the wrong country, so it's good when you bring things up, even if it ends up being right or wrong, so... Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna go Austria. It might say Hof or something at the end, but I don't know. It might be Norway. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, Czechia. Did someone say Czechia? Oh my god, bruh. I missed that message. Sorry, Akala. What made you think Czechia then? Oh, it was in English. It said hut. Bruh. What is this crap? Yeah, I think Austria's 2019. Maybe I'm going insane. I mean, we got it wrong anyway. It didn't really matter. But Akala called it though, so shout out Akala. I've just missed it. I thought it did have 2019 for some reason. Don't know if Adams... does Austria have 2019? From your knowledge, or have you seen 2019? Maybe, I mean, it says Kabova Hut. It might be some word. There might be just a word they're using thingy, but I thought it could have said Hof or something. Like a Hof makes me think of German or something, but yeah, fair enough. It has for sure, just kind of rare. Yeah, I mean, Czechia is definitely a lot more common. I would agree. But yeah, fair enough. Rough game. I didn't look at the. I need to look at the first round again. The architecture. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Again, like I feel like if I just get Latin America vegetation and bring it to Dominican Republic, it's free. But yeah, I don't know. It's because I had a past round where I saw a lot of times. Maybe like, would Nigeria really have like this stuff happening on top of the buildings like this? I don't know. So we had this, didn't we? It did feel weird for Nigeria. It felt a bit off. Yeah. I saw like a flagpole, that pine forest, and Insta types Norway, and that's very fair. Yeah. The blue sign, I mean, I feel like I've blue sign thing on yellow building. I mean, I thought, to be honest, like it could have been. I've seen those blue signs I thought in Austria, so I wasn't too sure. It would have had a Minecraft roof probably. To be fair, you're not wrong, Jeff. But you might be right. But I feel like I've seen them blue signs in quite a few countries on like stations and stuff. But maybe I'm mistaken. Let's get back to the game. Right, South Africa. Move. Ecuador. Pretty sure it is. Right, is this the South Africa road near Namibia, or is it actually just Namibia being weird? I thought it was gonna be something like this or something, like the 31 or something around here. Mzar, yeah, yep, yeah, it was one of those roads, wasn't it? Yeah. I thought Russia over Ukraine, but it would not surprise if it's somehow Ukraine with this map. Yeah. God knows where I'm sending in Russia, but sure. I'll try like a weird middle, I guess. Yeah, it feels kind of a bit more late. What's the latest month? It's like July, right? In Ukraine, the latest month, right? That excludes the the urban stuff. Yeah. What a guess, bro. That's East. I mean, no move, it's free, but yeah, fair enough. Makes sense, I guess. What month was that? Was that September? That was September, okay. I thought it was going to be August more than September, but it makes sense. I don't know if this is a railway pole, but it looks like a Czechoslovakia-like pole top. But it could be a French one, though. I can't really make it out fully. I mean, if it's French one, it could also be Belgium, I guess. But I thought maybe this is more Czech. I don't know if Poland has that could have a similar design. It's 2025 copyright. Month streak, to be fair. Yeah, what do you guys reckon here? Do you like the Czech call, or could it be something else that we're not thinking of? As I'm kind of clueless on this round, to be honest. I don't know if you see the signpost. I think you can do, like around here. Yeah, I mean, that is the 50-50 if we go in Czechoslovakia. It's just knowing which one. If it feels more Poland, do you usually go Czechoslovakia, Adams? First time it's Italy, I mean, that's fair. I just don't like this pole top for Italy. It'd be very rare and weird for Italy. I don't think it's part of the railway either, so I think it's a legit pole. And I think it is the Czechoslovakia variant. It's not like Poland, right? I don't know. I mean, I think Adams would have said something if it was Poland. I don't think Poland has that pole top. Maybe rarely. I have no idea what the rare it is. But I probably would go Czechoslovakia here. I just don't know which of the two. It low-key feels like I could picture this in Slovakia. I could definitely picture it in Slovakia. Yeah. Never Poland, Adams says. Adams is Polish, so yep. Right, which one do we go? Do we just send Czechia? But I don't know. I feel like I can see Slovakia the more I see this now, more I think Slovakia. Like, I thought it could have been. I mean, it's 25 copyright, and the season's probably like June. Would this be? Is the normal coverage Slovakia 25 copyright with this season? And if it's a region guess, would East make sense or South? Like, I'm just trying to think of the logistics here. So I feel like if I go Slovakia, I actually debate to go more here than here, if anything. And then Czechia, I don't know. I feel like I prefer Slovakia. The more I think about it, the more I prefer Slovakia. I'm not saying that just because you guys are saying that. I generally think it might be more Slovakia the more think of it. Yeah, it's very first EVG, but yeah, we definitely should trust. 25-6 black card boom, to be fair. Yeah. I don't know, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I'll just send. We're kind of jinxed. We can't get. We keep getting a 4 streak, don't we? It's kind of mocking it. That is unlucky. We're kind of jinxed. What a region guess. I did feel like Paraguay's first, then I just NPC random center city. Bro, these rounds give me a headache. I saw. What did Trickster get? Like in the morning. I swear he was doing it. It was like on 20 odd. How did he get to 20? 20 odd on this map. Probably just the goat. I don't know what I'm looking at, by the way. I was 1 minute thinking like a weird like. I don't even know what I'm thinking. This is weird. What the hell is this? What the hell am I even looking at, bro? Flat roofs everywhere? Italy, Greece, yeah. Could see Greece. I could see like a West Italy. Oh, this is weird, man. This is so weird, bro. What are these rounds? Flat roofs feel a bit more weird for Italy. I don't know. This is just weird, man. I think we just need to send something and not spend an hour on a 1 streak. Where do you want a region guess, Adams? If it is Italy, because I'm leaning more Italy than Greece. I feel this is too weird for Greece. Are you thinking of the yeah? Are you thinking of the walls, or just the general thing? Yeah, but only if it is Italy. Yeah, I mean we're pretty screwed. Yeah, if it either way. So we'll just see. I'll go Sao Paulo. To be fair. Yeah, okay, it was just the normal bit around here. That's fair enough. That's where you all sit the rolls normally, I guess. But I like your call. Oh, Jeff, unlucky. What am I looking at? I thought Romania first, but does this feel completely wrong for Romania? Feels so arid. Unless it's like a crazy North Greece. I'm very confused. I'm very confused what I'm looking at. Bosnia? Wait. Yeah, I guess like this could be the Mostar maybe. Because that's some of this does make sense for Crow. I don't normally see like I feel like I'm not used to seeing these lines. I don't know if like for Bosnia. But yeah, I mean I don't mind trying it. I think I like it because it feels like a fake Romania but feels Croatian at the same time. So I do like it, yeah. Yeah, nice. Lovely. Right, is this European vegetation or American vegetation? That is the dilemma here. Yeah. I mean, the hills better. I was just confused why the road was red tinted and we had thick middle. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Estonia is the default send. If we go Europe, probably. Otherwise, I don't know. It'd be some crazy, outrageous lock in Serbia again. Knowing our luck. I think we had a similar round like that, didn't we? Where it ended up being East Romania and somewhere in Serbia. Yeah, I thought it was more north, this one. There's just too many birches. Yeah, I think we might as well just send Estonia. because we're gonna be here all day otherwise. So if it's one of the other Baltic ones, then it's just hard, you know. Well, it's North America, so I need to learn vegetation. Lovely. We're getting some rough rounds today, aren't we? Jesus Christ. But this has been harder than Rural World at this point. I mean, I was with you, man. Like, this map is trolling today. Yeah. Don't stress about it. Like, I think the rounds we've had have been harder than Rural World on average. Oh, have I got alerts off? Thank you for the follow, by the way, Thunder Geo. Welcome in. Hope all is well. So I think I have my headset turned off. I'm just going to send Austria here, I guess. Why am I getting a trivia? I'm just going to send Peru. What the Jeff is this? I can't see if there's a wooden or a concrete pole. Or just the bark of a tree. 22 copyright. I don't know what I'm looking at. Vietnam? 22 copyright would be very sus of Vietnam, right? I don't think it can be if it's 22 copyright. If I'm not mistaken. I did think Asia, though. Could it just... If the poll didn't look so round, I would have gone Thailand here. I guess it could be just Indonesia. It could just be some weird Java, maybe. Like, I feel like if it's not a Thailand poll, I feel like the only thing I can think of is Indonesia. It definitely could be the Philippines too. Yeah. It's just a weird lock. Again, we're getting really hard locks today. I feel like we're getting all the hard locks at once, to be honest. Some of the early rounds we could have definitely got them, but there's been some rounds where it's just been near impossible to be confident with. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just going to send it indoor, and if it's wrong, we reset probably. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, actually. It does make a lot of sense. With the road quote. The road made sense. I thought the road was the thing that was weird. But I didn't even bring up Bangladesh. Makes sense, it makes sense. Just hit Bangladesh. That made sense when we had a very cylindrical pole, and it felt a bit weird. It felt more like Thailand. I guess it feels like a hilly Thailand, but isn't. Then always bring up Bangladesh, I guess. Yeah, you should be. Yeah, Stevie G. You should say stuff, Chris Kamara. Then, don't be hesitant to say things. Like just bringing it up could you never know, could make a difference. I don't know. I think we just didn't bring it up. I think if we brought it up, I think there would have been a good chance we sent it because I thought it was a bit weird for indoor. Like I only sent indoor because I couldn't think of anything else that worked with the pavement and the pole combo, and I forgot about the Bangladesh hills. I think it was more gettable than it appeared. I don't know what's going on here though. It's almost like some palms as well. Welcome in Oasis Up as well. I don't know what I'm thinking here. This pole's kind of throw me off here. I swear we got palms in the distance, but maybe it's just some weird shit. It's on south actually. Yeah, I think you have it right with Zar. I actually like the Zar. Yeah, I like the Zar. Yep. I actually agree with that because I think the sun actually is kind of north, and that makes sense why there's poles here because I thought the pole made no sense for Europe. With the type of warm coverage it is. Yep. Honestly, you just need to bring stuff up on this map. Honestly. Malaysia. Maybe some weird Malaysia. This I could see a weird Indo as well, I guess. I mean, this like lamp here feels very Malaysia. Don't know why it's on the building, but it looks like a Malaysia lamp to me. But might be getting baited. Coast West, red tint soil. Very flat. It's a weird one. First, I thought this was more Malaysia. I don't know. Try some weird shit, maybe. I don't know. Uruguay. Yeah, I'm not sure if I would go Uruguay here. I find it really hard not to Malaysia with this like lamp attachment. It's a bit weird. This is a weird lock. It's not Vietnam, is it? No. It's just a weird lock in it. Yeah, I was thinking Sabah, yeah. If there's like a weird Sabah somewhere, the red soil somewhere. But I'm not the expert. I think we're just gonna send, I think. I trust the lamp. I trust this pole. I feel this pole feels more Malaysia than Indo, so yeah, it was West Coast. So I thought the lamp was a mainland lamp, but then I just didn't think the soil worked for mainland. Yeah. I think it was a mainland lamp, this. Yeah. Okay, it was a mainland lamp, but for some reason I was a bit put off by the other stuff. But yeah, it was a mainland lamp. I should have probably sent mainland there. Right. What comes to mind here? Well, Thailand comes to mind. I don't think it's Bangladesh. I could see Philippines, but I'll probably go Thai over Philly. I don't know what Renegade Chicken thinks about Philly being an option. Yeah, I think that Thai is probably the best option. Obviously, small cam India exists, but I don't think this is India. I don't like Philly much. Yeah, I don't mind sending Thailand and moving on. I guess the only thing left would be Indo, and I feel like we should send Thailand over Indo or Malaysia here. So I think we just send Thailand and move on, I guess. Nice. Is this just Russia, or is this some Ukraine stuff that I'm gonna mock the bacon on? I thought this was more Russia though. I probably should know this road as well. I'll probably send Russia, but I don't know if Adams is here. So I know he did a fair bit of you if he's still here. If he can rule out Ukraine. So I think the coverage is late-ish, and I don't remember the road. So I just want to send Russia and move on, but yeah. I just don't know if this is like some Krasnodar shit or some Saratov shit. I just can't tell which one I want to go, but yeah, I'll just send Summit, I guess. Yeah, it did feel quite late. Voronezh sunflowers, sure. Fair enough. Is this a low-key repeat? Jesus Christ. Don't think it is a repeat, unfortunately, though. What came to mind? Greece. A very weird Spain. Maybe France. And I guess Italy could work too. I think it's Generation 2 camera. Geometry, I don't think it can be Turkey. I think this is Gen 2. C-type stuff. Yeah, got you, Adams. Thank you, that's up. Man, I'm looking forward to grinding properly again, though. One thing I would say, Adams, is I'm really looking forward to actually grinding normally again. Because, bro, the World League's just been horrible this year for me. Especially if you don't get the results early. It's like there's nothing to bounce back off, you know? Besides working yourself into the ground just to pile more and more pressure on yourself the following weeks. So we got a Greece consideration. Anybody else have any thoughts? I mean, I thought Greece, Spain, Italy. At the moment, I'm thinking more Greece over the other two, but me and Damon had a round. I low-key a little similar to this, and we sent Greece and Corse. But I think it looked a bit different to it, actually, in hindsight. Yeah. I mean, Raw can technically have Gen 2, but this is way too... I think seeing these pines in Raw would be... These, like, coastal pines would be very weird for Romania. And Gen 2 would be very sus for Romania, especially if it's more towards the coast, I think. So we can rule out Romania. Romania Gen 2 is quite rare, like, very rare. And usually not in, like, a very remote area like this, if I recall correctly. What do you reckon, guys? Shall we... Okay, Italy island, maybe, yeah. Could definitely be an Italian island. Can't rule that out. I think we've got... I mean, I can't technically rule out Spain, but I probably would lean more east. So, like, an Italy or Greece is probably more likely. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Jeff. Yeah. I mean, it's good to think outside the box, Stevie G. That's why it's good to bring things up. San Nicola di Termiti. Which one are you thinking of? Because there's one coming off the east coast, isn't there, somewhere? But I don't remember the bloody islands where that's how cooked I am. But I suppose like one island east, right? I don't think it's that one, but what are you talking about? Oh, it is that one. Okay. Were you thinking of like this one? Yeah. I don't mind it. It is Gen 2. We don't have the classic pavement though, unfortunately. That would have been more based. Yeah, I mean it could be Greece. I think if it's not Italy, it's probably going to be Greece. And if it's California, then we're just fucked. But yeah. I think it's Greece or Italy either way. If it's Spain, then GG. I don't think we're sending Spain here. Yeah, I don't know. The thing with Greece is, I feel like the act is still a bit weird. It's kind of weird for Greece. I don't know. Something feels a bit weird. I feel like, is it? I mean, it's probably. I mean, I know he probably will only choose Gen 2 locks if it's like an obscure lock. Like you don't really panel ID better quality camera locks on this map. I'm pretty sure. I might be trying Italy because I feel like something does feel a bit off for Greece. Like I thought, like I don't know, this house feels very off. I don't know, something just seems very wrong, and I can see it being in a lot of places of Italy being random, even if it's not the island. Yeah, I mean we're on a massive 5 streak anyway, so it's not the end of the world if we miss it. So yeah, let's just give it a go. I mean, it could be Italy, it could be Greece, it could be a crazy course or some Spain shit, but this map is hard. So GL, let's try the island for the culture as well. Why not? Yeah, we're not getting that. I mean, it makes sense, but we're not getting that. Yeah, it does make a lot of sense, but the actor just felt very weird. Yeah, I don't think we're getting that. Look here, I don't even think I'll get it on no move. That's a crazy lock. That's why the actor felt so weird. Oh, Jeff, that is unlucky. Yeah, I mean, we would have had to have been bold to send that. I mean, I did think some of the buildings felt so weird. I don't know, it just felt like something was off. Wait, what's the script on this building? Because I was wondering if there was a script. Fuck. What's the script on this building? Because I thought it was some weird script, but I think it might be just some random shit. Oh, is it Arabic? I think we had the clue in the round, actually. I don't think we picked up on it. I saw some black thing, but I thought it was just like smeg on the house. Maybe that is some script going on. I don't know what it's meant to be, but I could explain it. Yeah, it's unlucky. It's unlucky, to be fair. Damn, how many streaks have gone 20 with these rounds? Jesus Christ. Is my monitor okay? Is that the GeoGuessr map or is that just me? Oh, is it just a bush? Bro, I thought it was smeg on my screen, but it's like this bloody bush next to a map. Oh my days. Is this Mongolia or am I tripping? Oh, I think I'm just gonna send it. If it's wrong, I guess. Yeah, it's the start, yeah. I think this is just indoor. I can't make out the pole, unfortunately, for the region guess. Could be a solo one, actually. Yep. Holy pole. Feels like Saransk. Not Saransk. Yes, was I thinking Saransk? Yeah. Saransk Tambov. Yeah. Nope, it's just Samara. Bro, I'm up Samara and Saransk up in my head. It's just Australia. That should be US. Great region guess. I don't want to troll here. This is just India, right? It's not some stupid Nepal. Ever right? It's just India, right? I hate Queensland, to be fair. I feel like Jharkhand near West Bengal or something. But the pole designs are a little bit weird. That's what I'm a little bit worried about. Tamil Nadu pole, is it? I mean, the script is a bit weird. Give me a moment, let me think. I don't think that's a Tamil Nadu pole. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I've seen that these like roof designs in the West before. We think India though, right? Should be just India though. It's just like weird. Like, this roof is trying to tell me it's more east, which is weird. Hey Jeff, I'm in India here. Yeah, for Kanaka, I mean that's very fair. Yeah, I don't know. Like some of these actors feels very contradictory for Kanaka, but we'll just send it anyway. Yeah, AP. Yeah, some of the roofs felt a bit eastern. Yeah, like this roof just felt so weird for West. Yeah, I didn't realize you got these type of roofs on the East Coast, so that's what threw me off. I know like you get this type of thing happening on near, Bangladesh border and West Bengal and stuff. Didn't realize you could get it in Andhra Pradesh. It's good to know, I guess. This is just Germany, so we can move on. That was handpicked, 100%. This is just a Senegal road. I always want to like this road and this road. It was sunset, weren't it? I'm being stupid. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, also hope all is well, just Newts, by the way. I might be on. I'll probably be on doing some US stuff off stream afterwards, probably around 10 p.m. my time, if you're around by chance. You're welcome in, Causey. Hope all is well. I thought Thailand here, but something feels a bit off. But I first thought it was Thailand here. Got a sneaky butterfly here as well, to be fair. So the tree seems very weird from the distance. I might be around. Yep. Nice. Yeah, sounds good. Thai defo, Thai, yeah. I don't mind saying Thai here. You just never know this map, do you? You honestly never know. Just South Africa. Yep. But yeah, sounds good. Just Snoots. Yeah, Sri. I guess Sri was a danger. Actually, I didn't think of Sri. Good point. Need to be careful of that. 23 though here. This is the round. I guess that it might be difficult to get. Oh, Jeff, what are we thinking here? Might be a dumb guess, but what are the chances of Turkey here? Or could it just be US, actually? I don't actually know what I'm looking at. Yeah, I thought Turkey with the asphalt and stuff. And then the pines, but I've also seen weird shit in the US, so... But knowing Gallup, it could be like some random place else in Europe. What do you guys think? I mean, we're on a 12th street. This is the best we've got so far, so it's quite an important round, to be honest. Thought Norway or Canada. I think we've got a Heather here. I mean, I feel like the road's a bit weird for Norway, but I guess it's technically possible. France, could see it. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's a weird one. I could see US. Does US have heather? I mean, I assume it does. Maybe it just needs us an idea on that, but does it actually have heather plants? Like for moorland and stuff? I assume it has something like that. Or some sort of species that's similar. It's 23 copyright if anyone needs a copyright. Well, hello there. Welcome in, Jumango. Hope all is well. Welcome in. Yeah, so in other words, we're kind of fucked, quite essentially. We don't know where this is. What could this... The fence is what's... I mean, UK did come to mind, but I feel like something feels off. Like, if I go UK here, I would go Scotland. I don't know if I like Scotland. I mean, it could technically be EU Turkey, but I thought just somewhere in the north. Is Denmark crazy? It's quite hilly for Denmark. It's probably possible, but it's probably a bit too risky with this elevation, I would say. To be honest, I don't actually know heavy distribution in the US. Okay. Does anybody know pine species to rule out US here or confirm US? That'd be nice. But yeah, I do agree with the road. The road feels like it's trying to be Turkish or US. I mean, I'm kind of more leaning US the more I'm thinking of this, to be honest. I feel like it's just so hard to place in Europe, this. Let me just see what Renegade Chickens is. Yeah, that's very fair. I mean, pines are quite difficult, especially if you don't get a close view of them. I mean, I could see Europe, Turkey, and I can also see US. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we're forgetting about. Romania, no. It's very sandy as well. The side of the road. What if Adams is scared of having another Europe 50-50 with US again? I mean, I was in the same boat with you, so if you got any thoughts, Adams, don't be shy. But obviously, if you're kind of clueless as well, like, that's fine as well. Like, this might be just an impossible round to be confident with and just have to gut send Summit. So I think at the moment we're sending US or Turkey. Like, where in the US would this work? We should ask that question to ourselves. Would this work for like a weird like Wyoming, Colorado? I mean, very sandy. I'm not sure actually if it would work. Where would you place this in US if it was US? Just newts. Yeah, I guess Colorado, yeah. I feel like it's hard to place. For US, it would be a weird Colorado or a weird Oklahoma, or just some weird adjacent state. Yep. Yeah, it's tricky, man. It's tricky, innit? Bloody hell. Yeah, I mean, I think that is the 50-50 we are going to stick with probably, unless someone comes in and says it's 100% this, and we know them enough to trust them. I think we're going to have to choose one or the other. I don't know which one. The payment's quite dark, like... Yeah, true. The fences are maybe... I'm not sure if the fences are made out of, like, thick wood or concrete. Are the fences a bit weird for US? Are fences like this usually meant to be, like, metal, or do they use, like, wooden fences and stuff? We had a mention of coastal Cali. I mean, I could see a weird Cali actually. Might not be, but that could explain why it's sandy and stuff, maybe, as well. California is, I guess, anything could look like California. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, they look very spaced out as well. They're not really close together or semi-close. Like, they're quite well apart from each other, the fences. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the soil's very pale for Oregon. I really don't like the soil for Oregon at all. Because it's possible. I could see like a weird I could see a weird Cali, but I didn't think Washington here or Oregon. If I'm being honest, if it's anywhere in the West, I've seen weird Calis, but I feel like this feels more central, like a Colorado or something along those lines. If it is US, but the fences are wooden. I'm wondering if we should go more Turkey because of that, but I don't know, man. It could also just be Scotland, but I feel the payment's wrong for Scotland, so it might be just GG. How do we do this, guys? Shall we just like do like a... Do I just gut send it at this point? Because I don't know. Yeah, I mean, my initial thought was Turkey. I'm just very worried about the US. I just wish I'm just don't know about these pines. Like, these pines right for Turkey? I don't know. I don't know. Playing solo, I would send Turkey, but you never know on this map. Yeah. Yeah, it would surprise me, honestly. Can't believe we're gonna... Yeah, true. Yeah. I don't know where I still don't know which one of the two I'm gonna go, unfortunately. I'm trying to make a decision and I find it really hard to make that decision. Yeah. Try to picture it in my head. I think I'm saying Turkey. Yeah, GG. What about wait. What about Greece? We haven't brought up Greece. What about Greece? Nah. Probably more Turkey with the pavement, right? I think I'm just gonna have to send Turkey. Yeah, I think you have to send Turkey over Greece anyway. Yeah, can't wait for this to be some dodgy France or Scotland or some Bulgaria trolling, maybe. Wouldn't surprise him if it's just something we haven't brought up. Yeah, this is tough. This is tough. Right. Let's just find out, I guess. Let's just find out. 3, 2, 1. It's France. Oh, my days. Yeah. We were kind of jinxed, weren't we? That is unlucky, yeah. It showed the dark pavement, but it's lied to you go close to it. Yeah, that is unlucky. This is why I feel like these pines. Surely there'll be different pines in that part of France than there would be in that area of Turkey. Surely, surely they'll be different, right? This is why I really want to work on vegetation and stuff and combining things like that and really working on road quality. But yeah, that's just tough, you know. Not much you can do about that. Is this France or am I trolling? I'm confused with the signs, to be honest. Or is it Spain? I mean, if it's Spain, it shouldn't have a white outlet, should it? Be Portugal, but I don't think it's Portugal, so is it just France? The only other thing it could be is Italy, I guess. But I feel like... The sign... Is this sign more Italian? I don't know. It could be small cam, yeah. I'll check if it's a copyright. Feels like the Alps though, doesn't it? The copyright's really hard to make out. 2025, it can be small cam, yeah. Does this sign make sense for France? I don't know if it does. Yeah, I mean, that feels more... I'm just going to send France and restart if it's wrong, I guess. Okay, I want to have a look at this sign, because I feel like the sign was a bit weird for France. Oh. To be fair, that would carry. If you had a stop sign. Yeah, I feel like this sign was a bit weird for France. This very thick red outline and triangle like that with a white outer edge. I thought it was a bit weird. I don't know. I thought that sign could have been something to keep note of next time. Okay, it's a confidence issue as well. That's the other thing with this stuff. It's just not having enough confidence to trust things. Is this like Jordan or something? Or am I going insane? Feels like some random shit, doesn't it? I might just send it. I don't remember it. Remember this coverage. If somebody knows the coverage, just say something. But I think I'm just going to send somewhere in not Jordan and move on. And if it's wrong, we restart, I guess. Yeah, unlucky Stevie G. I saw your message a bit too late. Yeah. It was the Gobi Desert crap. That was my second guess. Yeah, it makes sense, bro. Oh dear, bro. I feel like I don't get enough hard rounds in GeoGuessr. Like whenever I get hard rounds, I tend to do really bad on them. A lot more than there's not as much problem solving going well with them. Yeah, just Brazil. It is a Marigny play. I don't know why I sent that. I was being dumb. Excuse me? I thought I saw a Punjab pull. Okay, sure. 25. I think that is a Thailand pull. Yep. France maybe, or UK? Probably more France. Or Italy. Yeah, I'll probably go France, yeah. I looked up the trees on that Turkey-France round, and the trees in that medium mountain range look almost the exact same as the ones in Turkey, especially when a bit younger. Yeah, when they're younger, then it's just even harder. When they're fully grown, it's a bit more. Usually, it's a bit more doable. Because also it depends on the climate. Like the climate can affect the way the pines look, or whatever the nutrients are available in the soil and stuff. But yeah, I think we'll go France here. Yeah, okay. Nice. I'll have a look at Pull because I thought I saw a Punjab window. No, it's not a Punjab window. I just missaw it. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I'm 4.5k in that at least. 23 copyright. Austria, Slovenia, Germany. I think this could be Bavaria very easily. Yeah. Yeah. I think we go Germany here, probably 23. Yeah. I think we just send Germany. Yeah, I think it was. Just outside of Bavaria, unlucky. Just Australia, I'm just going to send... This is one of the rounds where I can't say if it's like some weird Taz shit or it's just going to be something else, but... Yeah, it's just they try to look like Taz. This looks like Shri to me, right? Yeah, I think this is Shri. Should just be wait. Yeah, it's just Mexico, this, innit? Okay, now I see you live on Twitch too, or yeah. Yeah, you take your pick, Stevie G. Obviously, I can't say certain things, but if you prefer YouTube, that's why I have both platforms, so you guys can choose whatever you like. But yeah, you're welcome to chill on the YouTube, or whatever you want to do. It's your choice. Because I know there's people who watch my videos who only are on YouTube, so. Yeah, but it feels quite hilly for Yucatan, so that's why we're trying to think more Campeche. Like maybe like one of those random roads where it's a bit more hilly, but... Yeah, I feel like I've seen this pull in Campeche, but maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, I mean, it's just over the border. Maybe it's like a leak thing. I thought I saw it in Campeche too. Why does this like pixel thing have to like happen? Is this just Australia? Or is it actually US? Yeah, I think it's Australia, yeah. New South Wales? Yeah, I think it's just all somewhere in it, yeah. Yeah, New South Wales, nice. Okay. This is chilly, right? Yeah, eucalyptus helps, yeah. If I played Bleak mode, if I didn't notice eucalyptus, I could have gone, I guess, US on Blink mode there. Yeah, I'm gonna try a certain area. I'm trying to remember where it would be. Was it this shit or what was it? Yeah. Actually, it's the Talca stuff, yeah. I always mowed them roads up, yeah. I always forget where things are, bro. Why do the pixels just not load? Does anybody have this thing where pixels just don't load on when you load a round up, or is that just me? This is US, right? Or is this actually Europe? It's been happening to me too, so it's not just to me. Okay, that's good to know. Ours in France here, clueless. I was just wondering if you had a US vibe. If you don't, then I'm happy going Europe. Because if I go Europe, I can see France for sure. Yeah. I do like the France call. We can definitely give that a go, to be honest. Yeah, it was not my vibe at least, yeah. First vibe, yeah. Yeah, I don't mind trying France. Unless anybody else got anything to say, I think that's the default send if you don't really know much other options really. So I think we just send it and just hope we're right. And if we're cursed again with the US trying to lock Europe again, then it's just unlucky, you know. Is that a trickle next to the road? What do you mean by a trickle? I need to know what a trickle is first. The tree with like the leaf things feels more EU, yeah, like the ivy or whatever, yeah. Like a stream. There is a depression, yes, on both sides actually of the road, which I think is maybe why I was worried about US at first, because just felt a bit weird, but. Like, I feel like if I like ignored like the left half, lots of vegetation, I would go France. Yeah. Are we happy sending France, or is there anything you want to add before we send, guys? We are on 12 again. Just realised. Yeah, I don't know anything about species name. Yeah, I mean, I need to get better at stuff. Yeah, vegetation I think is very underrated. I think I just need to like be better at you being able to identify things better, then actually then apply it to GeoGuessr a lot easier. Yeah, I think we're just gonna say France because I don't think I'm hearing anything else. Just the danger is US, I guess. So, but we're not really vibing US as much with the vegetation, so. Yeah, let's just send it and just hopefully we're correct, you know? It's France, yeah, it was Salvador, as well, which makes sense. Australia, or is this something else? I thought just Australia here, like an NT Queensland. Back in Aussie? Yeah, surely, right? $24 is a bit sus for NT. I don't care. Yeah. Great region guess there. Senegal, right? It's a weird lock. Just Senegal, yeah? Wait. Okay, I can wait. It's fine. A lot of us are liking Senegal, though. I'm not saying that follow name. That's not happening, mate. But thank you for the follow. Yeah. Interesting username. Right. Okay. Can't see anywhere else. Yeah, I was about to say, like, Southern France with the payment. Yeah, sorry. Maybe the YouTube's a bit behind, or my YouTube stream is behind. So let me just check my YouTube stream. Just so that, you know, that I'm not behind. Oh, I am, like, behind. Sorry, man. Let me just refresh that, maybe. See if that works. Okay, I feel like it should be better now. Yeah, let's just send Senegal, I think. I didn't quite get to your message. So I think I said it, and then it was like 30 seconds later you messaged or something. Yeah, just Senegal. So we're on 15. Nice. This is just a free Japan. Should be a pretty free Kyushu as well. Yep. This feels Welsh. Fort. Trying to figure out. Oh my god! I never realized you can get stickers on those. I think we've got a Conway sticker, which should be like this area with the. Well, it could actually be more like in these hills, but it's very. That's definitely a Conway sticker. I'm trying to figure out if it's a Conway or a Denbighshire one. I mean, I'm 100% right with Wales, so I'm not even gonna read chat, but I think it's a Conway sticker. So yeah, I think we're just gonna send something not far from Ladudno, but it could be Surrounding Hills, a bit more north, for sure. Yeah, it was. Yeah, nice. Yeah, we had a county sticker. I've never seen them on the boxes before, but yeah, I mean, I've got a Welsh guy. Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. Let me just show you the guide quickly. Give me a moment. Just in case you're curious, guys. I'll just show you the guide. It is a bit outdated with the coverage metas. I need to update it at some point, but complete GeoGuessr guide for Wales. That's it, right? I always like when Wales comes up, especially when there's like a thing. But yeah, I did this like 2 years ago or something daft. But yeah, like yeah, there's like 160 pages here. Yeah, I wasn't messing about with this. I can tell you that for a fact. So I think we had the stickers, which I think was chapter 9, and we had this sticker. We had like the purple and then the blue next to it, but sometimes it has the purple and a bit of green. But it's more like a pinkish purple. It's not really like a dark purple, because the one in Denbighshire, which is a little bit more east. It's like North Wales, but a bit more east. That has more of a striking green with dark purple usually. But yeah, like pretty much every region has a different one. And yeah, like there's a lot of stuff. Bus stop signs are useful as well. But yeah, you can imagine how in depth this is. Yeah, there's a delay. Yeah, sorry about that. Don't think I can fix it. I guess if I say like anything like that, just send it as soon as possible, I guess. If I say something quick. But yeah, I mean, might be hard to deal with if the delay is like that. Let me have a look at the tree next to the house. Yeah, it was just like some planted stuff. Like you get like this stuff all in like the southwest coast as well, like near like Cornwall and Devonshire. But like this purple painted house, and then also I could tell it was Wales because there was 3 lines, and usually you see more than 2 lines. It probably means you got Welsh, because one line is danger of death, and then the other lines is the Welsh translation for it. So I use like the number of lines sometimes from distance to confirm whether it's more Wales or more like southwest England or just over the border in England and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I didn't realize you got these stickers on the actual boxes. I've never really seen that before, which is really good to know. I've never noticed that before, so that's good to know for the future. Right, I think we can carry on. I think it's Gujarat. I think I see a holy pole. But the problem is with wind farms is the poles tend to be dodgy. Yeah, I mean, I had a monkey puzzle tree in my guide when I was like a kid, so I can relate to that. Yeah, I can definitely relate to that. Is there a wind farm in Buhudge, or is it more? Oh, Rally's gonna kill me. Rally's, are you here? Or are you in Hungary, mate? Still having a good time? If you give me a hand, we could get a good score here. He's probably not here. He probably would have said something. Yeah, south of Rajkot maybe. Yeah, I mean, it could just be Raj, and we just see like a dodgy pole. Because I think you can get random hole poles in. Whenever you got wind farms, you can get hole poles and random poles that don't correlate. There is some around Rajkot. I think I'm still going to send Buhudge maybe. But it could definitely be Rajkot though. Sand, I do agree. I don't remember the exact distribution. We can check afterwards, I guess. Right, let's just go for it. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I also was saying, like, usually like wind farms, even if you see a hole pole, you have to be really careful. I mean, it's a metal pole anyway, so it was fake. Yeah. Because I was thinking it felt more Raj at first, then I thought I saw a hole pole, and again, I should have listened to myself. I said, like, it'd be very weird for... It's normal for, like, wind farms to have random weird poles that don't make sense. Okay, is this Kenya? Or am I being incredibly dumb? Wait. I think I'm being... Maybe I think it could be Kenya. Maybe I'm going... Maybe I'm overcooking. I don't know. I don't know. It'd be like US on Kenya now, bro. So my first thought was Kenya for some reason here. Yeah, I could see Kenya. Okay, maybe I'm not going crazy then. Yeah, so we both everyone vibed Kenya. Yeah, the India. I wish I didn't overthink the poll. I should have trusted that fact. Wind farm, ignore polls when wind farm. That's a very important rule for India, and I didn't do that, so that was on me. Yeah, I think we're just gonna send Kenya. Stevie G, if you're a bit delayed, then sorry. You're about to say something. I think this person's Kenyan, but maybe I'm trolling. Well, Kenya on US would be less weird than a Turkey US is 50 being in France. I don't know. I mean, Kenya's quite out there. It's should be a completely different climate, really. But yeah, I think it's just Kenya. The danger is Rwanda, but surely we should see the car here. Right, I'm just gonna send. I think. Yeah, it's just Kenya. Nice. This is just a free Nepal, right, with the yellow line. So this is Nepal specific. So I think we just send, unless I'm going crazy. Yep, 20. Nice. We got a Brazil poll, so we should send Brazil here. Okay, right, here we go. This is New Zealand, right? Or am I thought like New Zealand or like some weird Chile or Arge. But I thought this was more New Zealand. I don't know about this marker. This marker's weird. It's just like these fences here feel quite New Zealandy, but I guess it could be some Arge or Chile. I'm gonna get a drink and let you guys think of this whilst I get a drink. So just give me a minute. I think I'm not blocking anything either with my camera, so I think that's fine. But yeah, feel free to share your thoughts whilst I get a drink, and then I'll review when back. Jeff, I'm back, guys. What have we been saying? First thought was Arj, but it seems too green, so it doesn't make sense for me. Arj for me, okay, so... To me, I felt these fences close packed together make some sort of sense for New Zealand. Do we ping Amon? Is Amon online? Let me check if Amon's online. I mean, if it could be Chile. I don't mind Chile either. Because I don't know if New Zealand has these markers. I mean, I feel like I've seen Chilean fences look like New Zealand fences. And the thing is, like, if this is New Zealand, surely this would be, like, south, right? Like, it can't be North Island looking like this. And also, and the only, like, northern, quote, fences on the South Island is West Coast, really. So maybe it's just Chile. I'm just a little bit worried about Arj. That's the thing. It can't be Uruguay, DG. It's too hilly, way too hilly, and it's way too cool. The environment, I would say. If you want to add anything, yeah, Uruguay would probably feel more like a weird US, I would say, like kind of like Arj, where it's more like central Arj, where it's a bit more plainsy, and whereas this feels definitely a bit more cool. The climate, and it's not, the vegetation isn't as well grown. Like, it's got trees, but the grass isn't as that well grown, I would say. But it's kind of hard to explain. That little sign is so common in Chile, but I don't know where this is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Adams, that's why I'm not sure, because why have we got northern fences? And I don't know if this marker is a thing in New Zealand, and how would this be North Island? Do I just ping game on? I think I should just ping game on. See what he thinks. He's not online, great. If not New Zealand, I think we were discussing like Chile or like some hard stuff. Yeah, I think Chile's the main one, Adams. I just find this. I'm finding this really hard to place in New Zealand. That's the other thing. Like, where would you guess this in New Zealand? Like, doesn't this feel really cool and more South Island? And if it's South Island, it don't have to be West Coast. Yeah, I don't know. My first thought was New Zealand, but the more I thought about this, the more I got confused why we have these fences. Nah, don't be like that, Adams. I mean, this round is full of... This map is a purposely chosen locations as well to just bait you into overthinking shit and gaslight yourself. Like, it's like, you do that one mistake and it affects you for the next 10 rounds. That's what happens in this map, so... I just don't know about these markers. That's why I need, like, is anybody... That's why we need Aemon. If Aemon said it's not New Zealand, or is New Zealand, I can send, you know. I really need Aemon to be online. But he's not, so that's not great. Because, like, with these fences, like, it's either going to be North Island, which would be, like, I guess, like, Hamilton or something. Like, where would you even send in North Island here? And then if it's South Island with northern fences, then it's going to be somewhere West Coast. But doesn't this feel really weird for West Coast? Like, I'm kind of thinking more Chile. I don't know. I haven't learned the roads that great well in Chile, in the very south. And Arge? Yeah, I think the problem is we don't know where to place it. Like, in either of the countries, really. Like, rough environment, yes, but like roads and pockets, then yeah. Yeah. There is some contradictory with the fences thing. Like, some people have been saying they're more Chilean, they thought, and vice versa. Yeah. It's way too cool of an environment for RGDS, Stevie G. It's hard to explain. Just like, yeah, I think if you play more Brazil and play more Arge, you can get a better feel of like the different climates. Like, I feel like Rio Grande do Sul feel more like, you know, like Corrientes, Uruguay, and that could help you fix your vibe maybe if you just play a fair amount of Arge. That could help with these situations. Yeah, the house, but I've seen weird houses. Bro, we just need Aemon. And then our life is sorted, you know. Then we're just going to trust Aemon, you know. Lucky, where's Trees out when we need him, actually? Lucky. He'll probably scared to be gaslit, to be honest. Yeah. I still don't know about this marker. I'm a bit confused with this marker. This is saying like 28 kilometers and 700 meters off from like a nearest village or something. Shit, I'm trying to think what works. Maybe it's just New Zealand. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We're on a 21 streak, so ideally it'd be good to have Aemon here or some New Zealand experts maybe. Yeah, of course, yeah. But yeah, it's definitely, I would say, more south, like southern Arge, southern Chile. The bits where it starts getting a bit green again, but the vegetation is more sparse. It's like New Zealand can have that, Chile, Arge, it kind of feels more like that, I would say. Yeah, bro, it's the fences, man. I don't know, like, I feel like the fences don't make as much sense for, like, south, because I feel like, would you go North Hand on this? I don't think I would. That's the thing. But maybe it is just North Island. Just being weird. I have no idea, guys. I kind of stalling, hoping Game gets onto stream. Not gonna lie. Is there any New Zealanders actually online? Let me see if there's any New Zealanders online. Who are Aemon's close mates? Let me see if it's Brainy online. Brainy's online. I might message Brainy. I don't think he plays much. He did a lot of New Zealand in the past. I might message him. It is assisted, so I'll just message him. Of course he goes offline as I type. Are you taking the mic? Oh my days. I will just send him a message anyway. What are we on? We're on 21 streak, aren't we? Yeah, sidetrack. Right. Right. I've messaged him. I find it funny that he goes offline the moment I message him. That is kind of hilarious. But I sent him a message. Bro, I don't know, guys. I think we should just talk about live until like a New Zealander hops in. Like, Adam's like, I feel like I'm just really worried about the fences. If the fences were south fences, I would have sent New Zealand. But the fact that they aren't southern... Well, there is not really a thing called southern fences, let's be honest. It's kind of fake unless they're metal. But these fences feel quite cramped together. And I thought this was very, very sus for West Coast or North Island, if it was New Zealand, which is the main problem. And I feel like I've seen wooden fences spammed like this before in Chile. Maybe not the exact same way, but yeah. It's the grassy hills too, yeah. It probably is New Zealand, just a very, very weird, like, North Island. But the thing is, I'm not sure if we're going to get a better streak than this, so I'm kind of stalling to make sure we get someone online. Is there anybody online that that you see, Adams, or anybody in chat that we can contact? Who's like from New Zealand, who's played a lot of New Zealand. I don't know, I'm a bit scared of it being some stupid Chile Arge and I've forgotten the bloody bridge. We've already had incidents today where we've said, oh, it's definitely Europe and it ends up being US, you know, so like... We don't want a deja vu incident if we can avoid it, for sure. Just don't see... Yeah, hopefully everyone just goes online for like 5 seconds and just drops a message and boom. Yeah, Hamilton, that's what I was thinking, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to New Zealand, I think that would be the only place I would go. I mean, it just feels cooler. It feels cooler than it actually is. Yeah, I don't really know if there's anybody else who's active, so... who's the New Zealand goat again? What's he called again? Shit. He's from Australia, right? Is he online? What's his name, bro? I feel bad for forgetting his name. Oh my days, how have I forgotten his name? That's kind of embarrassing. He broke records and stuff, I think. Hoppyface, that's it, thank you. I can see if he's online. He probably isn't, it's quite early for a minute. Is this him? Let me just... Yes, I might message him. Yo, Hoppyface, welcome in. Is this New Zealand? Because we weren't sure if this was New Zealand, because we can't place it in New Zealand. No. Anything what makes you think no? Well, that's good. That's good. If you're confident it's not New Zealand, that's good to know. Because we were thinking like a weird Chile or Arge alternatively. So not New Zealand. Yeah, don't worry about it. Adams, this is just the map. The map gaslights you. Yeah. Pretty sure it's not. Okay. I like a Chile. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll just send Chile. I mean, that's the thing. Like the thing that confused me, Hoppyface, was we had like fences that look like the North Island stuff. I mean New Zealand, but then I didn't really like North Island because just something felt off. But yeah. As I said, the sticker is super chilly, but I don't know where in Chile. I mean, what do you mean by sticker? Like the marker? Like I don't know what you mean by sticker. But yeah, I mean, we had like a lot of conflicting thoughts. So yeah, I didn't know if that was a thing. That's what I was wondering. I didn't know if that was a thing that New Zealand do. But yeah, fences should work for Chile. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry about it, Adams. It's fine. I mean, it could. You know, we do all this, it would still somehow be bloody hard. You know. I mean, I don't actually know where to send. Unless it's something like this. Maybe. Maybe I'm on the 5k, I don't know. Yeah, that little sticker is ever in Chile, fair enough, yeah. We're angled north. But I'm bad with directions. I'm really bad with directions. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where in Chile. What do you say? North, northwest? I mean, this is northwest, but not north, northwest. I mean, I think the main thing is just getting this right at this point. Should be just Chile though, I guess. That could fit. Bends to the... But to the west, it bends to the south. Yeah. We'll try it, I guess. Right. Fingers crossed this is just right. And we can move on. 3. Wait, somebody messaged me. Yeah, I feel like... Yeah, okay. Right, 3, 2, 1. Okay, it was just South Chile. Nice. That was really weird. Like, that really felt like it was trying so hard to look like Southern New Zealand to me. It was so weird, man. Yeah, don't be annoyed about that, Adams. I mean, I'm going through this stage as well as of late, so but yeah, nice one. Thank you for hopping in straight away. I mean, it's in your name to be fair, but yeah, very nice. Thank you for the confirmation. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I don't know, the bridge, the sign, and the houses felt weird for New Zealand. Yeah. Plus Gen 3 on a big bridge. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But we got it right. That's the main thing. We're doing this together, and you know, I've confidently said things wrong a lot, so yeah. Feels nice that we got on correct. Got to run, Jeff, but good luck with the streak. Thank you, just Snoots. And if I catch you later, I'll catch you later, man. But yeah, cheers, Hobbyface, for the help on the round. We're on a 22 streak. I don't know what Trickster got. I don't know if anybody watched the Trickster stream in the morning, but I know he was in the 20s. Now this one could be dangerous. I thought India, but there is a slight danger of it being Nepal, I guess. I don't know if Nepal have tuk-tuks. Maybe they do. Maybe they probably do, don't they? How plausible are desert palms in Nepal, by the way? I actually have no idea. I'm not too sure which country. I thought India, but I'm really worried about a weird Nepal. Yeah, I do like the addition Shadigarth shout. Shatisgarth. Yeah, I don't mind that. It's just everything's metal roof. There's no tiles. Desert palms and no coconut palms in Disher is kind of weird unless you're well within the hills. Yeah, I'm not sure, really. But do we prefer? Can we rule out Nepal here? That's probably the most important thing we need to figure out. If we're confident it's not Nepal, then we can just send India. It doesn't really matter where, you know. I think the danger is if this could be Nepal. Like, is Xerox like the company, or is that just some random name? Wouldn't Nepal be all like more scripts on everything? I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of stuff. Because I think the one thing that's thrown off for Odisha and that is everything's metal roofed from what we are seeing at the moment, and also desert palm, a few desert palms, and the lack of coconut combination is a bit weird. I don't think it's Nepal. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's fair. I just don't. I'm just not confident with ruling it out. That's the problem in it. Yeah. I mean, if I don't know, I'm saying India, but I'm really worried about like a hilly southern half Nepal. I mean, do you get like this? This is what's it called? Like, is it? Oh, am I being stupid? Is it milkweed? Am I being stupid? I think I'm being stupid. I think those palms are definitely plausible for Nepal, but I probably still won't go Nepal. Yeah. Where would you region guess? In India. In that case, then, because I don't know. This feels like it could be a lot more north. You're welcome in Geo, Dan. Hope all is well. If you got any vibes here, let it be known. We are thinking India at the moment, but we are a bit worried about Nepal. Well, probably more me worried about Nepal because we're on a 22 streak. But I mean, I hope not. I hope not, Dan. But I've had instances like that before where I've assumed certain posts don't exist in Nepal and they show up. So yeah. I guess we're just in India, like, there's not really much to go off. I mean, you guys seem to be more leaning in India anyway. Nah, I've never seen these polls in Nepal personally. Okay. Yeah, we could try India. I mean, I don't really care where in India. I mean, my initial thought was Odisha, but it's weird that we... Yeah. It's just a bit weird, this lot, to be honest. I mean, this poll works for Odisha, I know that, but it's found in other places. It could also be some dodgy, like, east, like at Assam or some shit. Yeah, like it could be like something like over here. Even it could be like, would Uttarakhand even work? I mean, there is a metal pole in the distance. Wait, is that a Mizoram pole? Wait, that could be like a northeast thing. Not me. I don't know. Let's just hope it's just I think we just need to hope it's just India and we can move on, I think. I'm actually kind of confused with the region guess because the metal roof spam is a bit weird. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just NPC saying something stupid, but as long as it's India, we're fine. Right, I think it's time to send. 3, 2, 1. It's just Odisha, yeah. Yeah, I overthought it. But yeah. I know that the metal, this form is very common in Odisha, but it's found elsewhere. I'm just interested that everything was metal roofed, which was quite interesting. I mean, I guess it's possible. I guess I forgot about when it's more out of the way. I guess it will have more metal compared to like a Shatter Scarf probably, and yeah, Odisha was a nice call. I mean, I did like Odisha too, but I kind of gassed it myself, worrying about North. But we're doing a country street today, so that's what matters. Is this... My first thought was Russia here, but I might be going insane. 2021 copyright. I thought that this vegetation here, like this plant, I don't know what it's called, but it reminds me of stuff you get like around here. I think we've got water to the east, which would kind of work for around here, I guess. We've got hills to the south, I mean. Yeah, I think we just send it. I think this looks pretty good. Yep, Dagestan's good. Dagestan, yep. Let's do it. Nice, yeah, it was a bit more down. 24. Just Sri Lanka polls, right? We can move on. Surely. I think I could just send, honestly. And move on. Oh, it's the peninsula. That makes sense. Okay, 25. We're getting somewhere, guys. We're getting somewhere. New Zealand poll should just be New Zealand, or is it Chile? Wait, is it Chile? Wait, is it Chile? Wait, is this Chile? Hobbyface, is this New Zealand? I don't know if you meant yes for New Zealand or Chile. I just want to double check. New Zealand, yeah, okay. Is it? My prediction would be. I'm actually not sure. I'm actually not sure. I thought it could have been something like around here, outskirts Rotorua, but yeah. I think we could just send a move on. If Hobbyface wants a prediction, he can do if he wants to do it for fun. But if you just want me to send, I can just send straight away. Nah, I'm fine. Yep, let's just send. Northland, okay. Yeah, I mean the gravelly road made sense. Can't see shit on my phone. Very fair, yeah. I mean, this is the freest Brazil of all time. Is this a Sal? I don't think is it a Sal Lewis lamp or is it the Fortaleza lamp? I suppose this lamp is distinctive. I'm trying to remember which way around it is. It's the mouse one. What was the mouse one? Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. It's probably just some other random lamp somewhere. Yeah, it's just some random lamp, bro. What is that lamp doing? Yeah, I was going to say, it felt a bit weird. And Minis loves having fences that look like northeast fences. Average handpicked location moments. Welcome in. Gold was taken. How's it going? Good to see you back. We're currently on a 27 streak on Sidetrack. We've got a free talent here, I think, so we could just move on. Yep. This should be just Arge. We can just move on. I don't want to do. Is this just free Poland? Is this the freest Poland of all time? Surely I'm not gaslighting myself. It's just free Poland, yeah. Good old Thailand, to be fair. Sure, this is just Poland, yeah. I mean, I'm not 99% sure, but I just want to check I'm not being stupid. And just not paying attention. Should we Poland? Yeah, let's just send. 30, okay. Oh, Jeff, here we go. Here we go. 2023 copyright. Oh, we got monkey. Oh, we got piranha pines, haven't we? It's just Brazil. Or is it monkey puzzle trees? I think it's Brazil. These look like piranha pines. I mean, I think they're different species, aren't they? Monkey puzzle trees and piranha pines. I think it's more piranha pines. Yeah. Right, let's descend. Yep. Monty? I'm really bad at Monty, I'll bet if it is, but usually if it's more tiled, I'd say Monty, but this could be a weird Serbia, it could be something like that. Don't know if NMK is possible. It's definitely Balkans. Yeah, this can't be the US because it'd be very weird to see orange tiled roofs with very poor, like, this greyish brick. Like, these, like, kind of semi-done houses. I think that this exposed red brick would be very weird for something like in the US. This is really good for the Balkans, like, seeing, like, exposed brick that hasn't been, like, covered over yet. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. Right, so what are we thinking here? Because I generally am not sure. There is something on this house, but I can't really make it out. Yeah, I think the options are Monty. I think I would go Monty over Albania. with just the tiled roofs spam. I feel like tiled roofs is more of an Albania thing. Sorry, Monty thing. And then if it's not, then alternatively, I'd probably think like NMK or maybe Serbia. I mean, I guess Croatia's possible. But will this be crazy for Crow? I don't know. I feel this is a very bad house for Crow standards. Does it sound bad? I don't know, Chris Kamara, yeah. Because of this map, like I feel like 9 times out of 10 I would normally just send Monty and move on, but it's just, this could so easily be like NMK or Serbia. Maybe more NMK than Serbia, maybe. I'm leaning more towards NMK over Serbia, but I don't know, does NMK have this kind of... I know NMK is very weird. I mean, South Serbia is the same kind of vibe with NMK, because also like some parts of NMK can look like Albania quite a bit, so... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think the house is. I probably would avoid Croatia unless there's other good unless there's something here. I might be going insane, but it looks like there's like some some pattern here on this house roof, kind of resembling the North Macedonia kind of thing, which is making me worry if it is NMK. But I don't know. I think for me, my toss-up, I got 3 guesses. I got Monty, Southern Serbia, or NMK. And I'm really worried about NMK, to be honest. Like, that's the one that's making me more worried. Because it's just like, I haven't looked at all the coverage there, so it's kind of a skill issue. I don't think South Serbia is a reach. It won't surprise if it is. Oh, Jeff. That's fair. I mean, I'd prefer Monty over Albania though with the tiled roofs. But I think tiled roofs would be weird for Albania. Usually it's like metal. You usually get water tanks on them, as well. Yeah, I don't think I like Albania. Unfortunately, I mean, it could still be. Is this just NMK? Low-key. Is this just NMK being weird? Serbia from Adams. Welcome in. Have you looked into much NMK stuff? Because at the moment my toss-up was Monty, Serbia, and NMK. But it could be just Southern Serbia looking like NMK and that. Bro, I'm so tired, bro. Is that are you confident with Serbia, or is that just your first thought? Thankfully, you've never looked at NMK stuff. You're saying, yeah, I mean, the thing is, it'd be very weird because it feels quite remote, and NMK usually a lot of the coverage is not this remote. But then again, if it's a hand-picked map, it's technically more possible than it was originally. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to. I don't know which one to go. Like, if you're really strong for Serbia, I'm happy switching. I could see it being NMK Bulgaria border region. Yeah, I mean, I feel like anything, like, I do think it's a bit weird to place it in Monty though. I do think it's a bit awkward to place in Monty, so maybe it's not that good for Monty in hindsight. But I feel like I can see it for like this area in NMK, and I can see it. I guess Bulg's possible. I didn't really get a Bulg vibe, to be honest. But it's good to bring that up though. I guess it's possible. But if it's Serbia, surely it's more south or... Otherwise, I don't know. Did you have a region guess in Serbia, Adams? Just in case that might affect your thought process with it. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy like it being like a Serbia, not NMK 50-50. The more I think of it. I just don't look at NMK coverage. Yeah. I'm just double checking. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for the reply. Yeah. So pretty much, we're thinking Serbia NMK. That's the 50-50. The thing that I am a bit schizo on is I don't know if you see this, guys. And yeah, like on this triangle thing, it's like got like these. So like, you know, like a clock has hands. You know, it's kind of like doing that pattern that you get on the like. Does the NMK flag have that kind of pattern going on? But it could just be some random design. There's some design on the gable of this building, which is it's probably some random shit. I don't think we should use it, but it's interesting anyway. I feel like Serbia's probably the most safest guess because like remote coverage in NMK is so rare. Whereas Serbia, it's a lot easier to come across. Yeah. Because I feel like there's not much out of the way coverage in MK, but we could be faced the other way, and there's like a big town behind us, so it's like, yeah, not great. Right. I've decided we're going to go Serbia or NMK. It's just deciding which one. I feel the most safe one is Serbia, if I'm being honest. But the thing is, like, if I exclude like coverage merchanting, I feel like I vibe NMK more, which is a problem. This is hard, man. This is hard. I feel the safe guess is Serbia, but I don't know, bro. I don't know. This is really hard, guys. This is really hard to get. This might be GG. Oh, dearie me. I mean, this has to be the last attempt anyway, but we'll see how long we can keep it going. If we do get this correct. I think a 31 streak's not bad either if it does end here. I don't know how well Trickter did, but 31's not bad for this map. Right. Are you guys happy with me sending Serbia, like South Serbia towards NMK? Because I feel like, I don't know, it's because it's a handpicked half. It's like I would say 30% of it's handpicked. I'm really worried about some weird bullshit. Yeah, between Kosovo and Bulgaria, maybe if Serbia. Yeah. I mean, that's what I was thinking anyway, yeah. Right, I think this is GG's, guys. I don't think there's much we can do. Unless Wolf Trigger's just chosen the worst possible house ever in Croatia, like, I think this has to be more south than that. I think we have to go Serbia. I don't know, man. It's just hard. This is really hard. Shall we just... I mean, you guys are a bit quiet now. I think we're just a bit unsure, but I'm happy saying so. I think Serbia is the most logically safe option because there's probably not going to be that many locks like this in NMK if it is NMK. Like, it's very weird setting with the limited coverage in NMK to be this remote and out of the way and off a main road. But it's possible. It's definitely possible. Right. Since nobody's saying anything, I think I'm just going to send Serbia. So, are we ready, chat, to find out? Are we ready to find out if we're surviving or calling it a day, Jeff? I mean, either way, I think 30 streak is not bad at all on this map. So, like, we couldn't even get over 5 for half the stream. So, yeah. Right, I'm just going to send it. So, fingers crossed in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Serbia. Nice. Here because I don't want to intersend BC. I don't want to send US on BC. I think it's just West Coast US, right? Sure, this can't be BC. There's no shot on hell. And I think we've got a Pacific Northwest plate or a West plate on the thing. There's no way if this is BC. Electricity Transformers trying to bait us, I think. This is definitely not BC, right, chat? Or am I going crazy? This is just US. Right. Hit him with Washington, to be fair. I mean, I could send Spokane, but... yeah, Spokane I could see. But does Spokane have that thing? Yeah. But yeah, I feel like something like this or this could be good. I'll just send Oregon, actually. Yeah, okay, it's more west side. Okay. I thought Guatemala at first. What else could it be? Obviously, Ecuador came to mind. Mexico, Colo. My first thought was Guat, though. I feel the road quality is good for Guat. I feel like climate's probably best for Guat. Yeah, Akala says first thought, Guat. Renegade, you said first thought, Guat. So we're happy sending Guat, or do we need a bit more time to think about this? Don't think we've really got much to go off. I think I really like Guat, though. Shall we just send it? I mean... feel free to say something as soon as possible. I mean, Stevie G might not have time but before I send, but if you want to say something, I might see it. But I think we kind of have to send Guat here. Just like the road quality, just the way the landscape, it kind of feels like Mexico, but isn't. Yeah, I think we have to send Guat here. Right, I'm just going to send Guat, I think, guys. Unless somebody says something in like literally like 10 seconds, I think we just send Guat here and hopefully it's correct and we move on. Right, we'll send in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep. Okay, it was this road. Okay, sure. Okay. I need to think about this. 2024. Yeah. Well, Thailand came first time, but something feels off. Other thing that came to mind was Vietnam. Or something... what else could work? Is that teak? It looks lucky like teak, that. I mean, obviously Brazil, but I feel the road's wrong for Brazil. I feel like this building in the distance. I think you can see it. Yeah, you can. I think that's more Asian, probably. I think my toss up is Thailand and Vietnam. Great. Is there anything else it could be that we're not bringing up? If anything, if it's handpicked, I feel like it would do the opposite, where it will bait you into sending Thailand on Brazil. Yeah. Yeah. Look, I could see Vietnam here. What? I mean, Steve G likes Vietnam as well as a thought. What are your thoughts on Vietnam? Because I feel like something feels off, right? It's 24 copyright. The road's a bit weird for Thailand, but it could be just randomly handpicked. Like, could it just be like some shit like around Daklak that's a bit more flat and open? I mean, I'm not even in Daklak, but I thought like it could be like some weird shit like in these two areas. How is the sun north though? Wait, you actually can't. You're actually right. Actually, to be fair, Panny. Look at the shadows, guys. The shadows here are clear pointing south. Are we getting baited by a Brazil? Indo possible? Okay, it could possibly. It could be Indo. Could be Indo. I mean, that could make sense with the southern hem if the shadows are pointing south. But again, it's quite scary trusting shadows. Sometimes it can be quite baity. But I think the sun is north. Low key. I think you're alright. Where in Thailand? Where in Indo would work though? That's the problem. Like, unless it's like a weird Bangkok island, Bangkok Belitung or Rio Island. I don't know. It's just weird. Otherwise, is it just like a weird Brazil then? I guess. I mean, there's eucalyptus trees potentially. I guess the sun is straight up. I mean, if the sun's straight up, we shouldn't be seeing the shadows pointing south, though, right? If the sun's straight up, we shouldn't even be seeing shadows, right? If I'm not mistaken. It's midday. Is that when the shadows are least prominent, when it's straight above? But maybe I am mocking it. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the road itself was very weird for Thailand, if we're being honest. It's just his house in the distance seems a bit weird for Brazil, but it's probably possible. That's the thing, like, if it's not Thailand and Vietnam, this would be very, very weird for Indo. Like, I just can't place this anywhere in Indo, if I'm being honest. They kind of left with Brazil or something like Paraguay, maybe. But, yeah. This would be weird for Paraguay. Yeah, this feels like a handpicked lock. That's for sure, guys. I don't know, man. I thought the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking it's just a weird Brazil, but it's so weird. Are we just getting baited by the shadows? Because it isn't like, aren't the shadows meant to be like the widest? Like, not when it's midday. Like, I feel like if it's midday, we shouldn't really be seeing the shadows point anywhere, right? Or it'll be very subtle. But I don't know. I'm not. I don't remember that shit. It was a primary school thing, though, wasn't it? Yeah. That's what I was wondering. Yeah. What's copyright? It is 2024. Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking Paraguay is even technically possible, but would you send Paraguay over Brazil? Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy. That wouldn't surprise me. So pretty much we're like, if we trust the shadows direction and stuff like that, and the sun's north, then we shouldn't be sending Thailand or Vietnam. That's the problem. That's the problem. Natavina is, we fought Thailand, Vietnam, but then the shadows here are clear pointing south. And 24 is quite good for Vietnam. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to trust here. I feel like the shadows pointing south like this, and it seems to be consistently pointing to south, is kind of hard to ignore. It's quite hard to ignore that, for being honest. Like, what is this plant? Because I thought this was teak. I mean, you can get teak in Brazil. You can definitely get teak in Brazil. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think that at first, but like, if it's Southern Hemisphere, it's the only thing that's kind of left besides Paraguay. That's the problem. I used to feel like Thailand. I mean, we're in the same boat. Yeah. I think the problem is why the shadow's pointing south. It kind of makes no sense. Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah. I mean, that's the default send for Thailand with the red soil and this environment, the eucalyptus, for sure. Again, the sun peering north with the shadows pointing south is very sus. Like, this is. I feel like it'd be kind of crazy to ignore these shadows. Darwin. To be fair, that would be crazy. But we haven't brought it up, to be fair. But I don't think it is, though, is it? So, can you make out what type of trees those are in the background? I honestly can't. They could be pines. They could be anything. Not sure. I didn't really think they were conifers. I didn't think they were coconut palms, but. Yeah, I'm not sure. To me, it looks like some sort of plant. It could be some sort of plantation, like a conifer plantation, maybe a eucalyptus plantation. I have no idea. I can't really make it out. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I was starting off in Thailand, then I thought the road and just the climate felt more Vietnam. There was a mention of Indonesia. I don't know if you have any idea of any places in mind that could look like this in Indo, because that would make sense for the Southern Hemisphere. I mean, Vietnam is a good send if the shadows weren't pointing south. That's the problem here. I mean, it's quite hard to ignore that. Last guess, Lampung. I mean, I could see a weird Lampung, but it feels too open. I feel Lampung's usually quite... it's possible, actually. Wait, is Lampung a cook? Wait. I don't know, man. Like... how... I don't know how you say this is not pointing south. To me, these shadows look like pointing south, which is confusing me. It's more overhead. I don't know what you mean, but yeah, I mean, it's gaslighting. I think this look has been chosen on purpose for these reasons, probably. Sulawesi. What is Trara again? Is that like Tengara? Yep. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I could see a weird Lampung, because Lampung is Southern Hem, and it has very red soil. But then, isn't this weird to place? I mean... yeah, Southeast soil. I've seen some very red soil bits somewhere. Yeah, I thought Sulut. I read it as Sulut first. Yeah. Yeah, that's my bad though. Or like a weird Moona Island. I don't know. This is one of those annoying rounds. So like, if we just delete shadows and stuff, we would go Vietnam or Thailand. But it's kind of big. It's a big ask to ignore these shadows. Like, I don't know what you mean by overhead though. Like, can you like elaborate what you mean by overhead? Like, do you mean like... because I feel like, isn't the whole point of a shadow just blocking like the direction where the sun is? So like, it's just like where the light isn't going through. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look overhead. Doubt it's overhead. Shadow is not long, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, it's not that long of a shadow, but it's enough to notice it. Yeah. Do we just ignore shadow and just vibe guess? Because the thing is, like, even if it's midday, I think there's still like a subtle... you can still get subtle shadow stuff, and that might be just making it weird, I guess. Yeah. That's the thing, like, it's one of those rounds where, like, all the shadows we're seeing are pointing in one direction, which is, you know, if you're, like, more surrounded by trees, then you can kind of ignore it. They could be pointing more west, actually, couldn't they, as well? Like, more, like, northwest. Low key. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I thought more Vietnam over Thailand. Like, my guess would have been Vietnam. If I had this in a draw, I'd probably said Vietnam. The copyright is 2024, which works well for Vietnam. Yeah. Let's just ignore the shadows. Because I think, like, we didn't really vibe out Brazil. Even if we go Brazil here, it's very weird. Yeah. Let's just stick in Asia, because I think that's where our vibe is. And if it is Brazil, then we've just been baited. I like Thai with that more. What do you mean? I thought Vietnam's meant to be like mainly 24. Or am I going crazy? I mean, Thailand has a lot of 24 though, but so does Vietnam has a lot. I think isn't that like the main copyright for Vietnam as well? The thing that I thought it was mostly 24 Vietnam. Correct if I'm wrong, guys. I feel like 24 is really good for Vietnam. It probably has both 24, 25, and 26. Pretty sure it has 24. Like I know it doesn't have 23. I know that. I know that it doesn't. And you might get rare 2021 copyright. That is possible, but you don't get 23. I know that. I know you don't get 22. But I'm pretty sure you get 24 and probably later than that. I don't know. I don't. Just because it's published in 2025 doesn't mean the copyright is going to be 2025. If it was taken in 2025, then it would be 2025 copyright. But a lot of the coverage that was released was taken like a good year before, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. I think 25 is more common in Vietnam. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I thought 24 was literally the main copyright. I mean, yeah. It's just the road quality is very sus of Vietnam. I thought the road is very weird for Thailand. It's a weird type of round for Thailand, but it is handpicked probably. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really heard this 25 stuff before. I don't know if Adams has any thoughts on this copyright stuff. Because I thought 24 was literally the main copyright in Vietnam when it got released. With some 25, because there was like lots of Gen 3 that was released as well. You know, like there was older coverage released too. Like a lot of it they just didn't release until like all at once. I don't know. It's between Vietnam and Thailand, so I don't know which are the two. The thing is though, like I could see a weird chombo, but it's a bit weird. I would prefer more east. Like I don't know, like I see the vision though. I don't know where the 90% 2025 has come from, but you said you think you don't 100% know. You just think that's fair. Yeah, it's a roulette. I mean, I don't know. I thought 24 is really good for Vietnam. Yeah. And Thailand obviously has a lot of 2024 anyway, so I think it could be either. Like I definitely see the division. Though with like the I don't know, I've not heard of the 25 thing before, so I kind of if Adams is here, I think he would know this copyright stuff. For Vietnam, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. That's why he's being quiet. But or he might have just gone somewhere else. But that's fine. Because I've never heard of that 25 stuff before. I thought it was pretty much mostly 24. And also, as coverage came out later, it was 25 and then 26. I don't want to gaslight you, but even if, like, let's say it is 24, there's still a 50-50, you know. Yeah. Bloody hell. This is why I hate, like... This is why I hate these 50-50s. Because, like, if it's Vietnam, I feel like it would be, like, something like here. Or, like, here with the red soil. Like, I know that these two areas are really good for the red soil. I'm also not sure, like, if it could be some random shit near camera, but I feel like the rush red soil bits where it looks super red is these two areas. And in Thailand, it could be a weird chonburi. But this is very red, these fields. I thought for the vegetation I like, but the fields are so red. But then again, I'm not really that good at region guessing Thailand. That's the problem. Don't know how much practice you've had with Thailand. But yeah, it's a tough 50-50. Oh, Jeff. And we can rule out obviously Philippines. It's never Philippines ever, like some the most dodgiest shit of all time. Surely not. So I think like I don't know, man. I don't know which one to go. And it can't be small. It can't be small camp India because it's 2024. So it's definitely not India either. Yeah, but that's the thing though. I feel like a lot of people instant Thailand because they just see red soil, and then they don't think of Vietnam until like a few seconds after. Yeah, I'm finding this really hard to make a decision. This is really hard to make a choice. Right, can you guys just like type what you think? Like just type Vietnam or Thailand of what you think. I'll just see what the general consensus is. Because if like you more of you are clear going one over the other, then I'll send that one because it is assisted. We'll do it together. If I just don't know, and then if it's really split, then I'll just have to. I don't know. just type what out of the two, which one would you gut send? And then we'll send. Yeah. I mean, I guess like yeah, it is quite flat, which the areas where I was thinking was usually a little bit of elevation. Okay, so far we've got more Thailands than Vietnams. Yeah. Could see Vietnam and one more Vietnam. Yeah. One's more Vietnam, but the rest are Thailand. So right now I'm getting a consensus that we're thinking more Thailand. And again, like, yeah, it's kind of quite flat, isn't it? So, like, if it is Vietnam, like, the areas where it is red soil, I felt there's usually a bit more elevation in there. Like look at this map, like, there's usually elevation nearby. But yeah, I mean, we could be just on a gradual hill anyway, but yeah. Somebody did bring up Darwin. Someone did bring up Darwin before. Was it you who did? Or was it somebody else? I think somebody else brought up Darwin. But maybe it was you. Might have been you. I don't remember who it was. There's somebody else did bring up Darwin before. I don't see it though. Somebody did bring up Darwin before, yeah. Yeah. Welcome in Austin, hope all is well. I think from the consensus, anyone on YouTube, I think the consensus is telling us to go more Thailand here, and I think that's sensible. I think it's sensible. But if it is Vietnam, it's a hard 50-50, let's be honest. Right, last chance for anybody to say anything, and then we'll send, I think. It is past 10 o'clock my time, so this will be the last attempt anyway, regardless, so again, 34 streak is really good. That's a really good streak for this map. Right, let's send Thailand. Right, okay. Fingers crossed, guys. Let's wish for the best. I'll try this region guess for you for the culture, but I don't know. Yeah, just very 950-50 it is, yeah. Yeah, but we're on a 34 streak. I think what caused it is the shadows. The shadows is what caused the problem, and the sun direction debate is what really threw us off. But yeah. I'm not sending Uzbekistan. I have to refund that. That's not happening. Sorry. I might have to refund you there. Nah, I don't think that's fair on everybody. Spain 20 minutes to send Uzbekistan will be kind of a bit mean on them. I think it's more flight duels, but yeah. I can see it for another stream, but I'm happy to refund it. I think it's just not fair on everybody to do that now. To kill a streak off like that kind of sucks. Sorry, Jeff. I'll try and refund you. I will try and do it in the stream. But I like the comedic aspect for sure, though. Yep, send Thailand, Jeff. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unlucky. Yep, Vietnam. And it wasn't even where I thought it was. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, because the other thing I thought was very weird for Thailand was that the road. Like, I thought the stony road, the gravelly road, felt very weird. But yeah, it was a weird round. I mean, I didn't realize this area had such red soil though. Should have sent Uzbekistan. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, I can imagine how many people I would have pissed off for talking about something for 20 minutes straight just to send Uzbekistan because of unredeemed. That would not have been great. Yeah, it's straight above. Yeah, so like it's kind of like straight above. Yeah, so it's, yeah. I guess the shadows are small, but I think we obviously trust our vibes, which is the most important thing. What were the trees at the back? I think they were pines. Let me have a look. It's, oh, it's a rubber. It might be rubber actually. It might be a rubber plantation, maybe. I'm not sure. I can't really make it out very well. It could be just eucalyptus. It's really hard to make out. Yeah, I mean, thank you for the hydration. I'll get that sorted quickly in a second. I've only got a zip left. I mean, yeah, maybe the road. Maybe that road we were on, like this gravelly thing. I feel like this is quite weird for Thailand. Usually in Thailand, it's usually surprisingly paved on off-roads, right? The road felt a bit different, but maybe that's just me. But I didn't realise there was a red soil pocket there. I guess we can check on map maker. Real quick. And get satellite on. Yeah, is it this area? Yeah, I mean surely it's a 5k next time, right? I think it was this, right? Maybe it wasn't. Let me check. Yeah, I mean it was a tough round, but yeah, GG Stevie G. You had a nice 50-50 correct decision though. Yeah, it was a good streak. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, take it easy, man. And user SW5WN8GO3K rubber. Yeah, I think it was rubber 2. Yeah. Let me just check where this exactly was. It was actually near Fumai. So it was here. Damn. It doesn't really show up on the map, the red soil. Or is it like, yeah. Crazy. Didn't realize you get red soil around here. Yeah, I guess it's good to know there's some red soil here. And this obviously wet coverage, it's a bit different. But the more you learn, I guess, the more you learn. Yeah, it's probably because it's just off season, innit? Like, that's probably why. I just didn't realise it was so red in this area. Like, yeah. It's good to know. It's definitely good to know. Yeah, it's probably some stuff around here. Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of mapping in the past with Arj, like, bro. You should see my JSONs. Like, yeah, I mean, I've got hundreds, probably thousands at this point. Well, not 1,000, maybe a couple thousand. It wouldn't surprise me. But 34's a good attempt, though. Very fair, yeah. I have a system with my JSON, so I probably have like I break things down to smaller bits. So that's probably why I have more JSONs than normal as well as the grinding. But yeah, I'll get a drink now, just for the redeem. Can I actually refund that? No, I can't. Bollocks. But yeah, 34 is really good. Does anybody know what trick to go as I get a drink in the morning? If anybody watched that. So I saw he was in the 20s. I might just message him and actually ask him. Oh, he's not online. Never mind. But 34 is really good. I could like do a spreadsheet actually. Let me see if I can get my spreadsheet out and add it to the streaks PBs. Let me find streaks main. Is that it? Nope. That is some random stuff. Seed review notes, no. Seed releasing. Country Street PBs, that's it, right. Let me just do this and do this. It was lower than 34, I think. Yeah, very fair. Right, so I'll put it was Sidetrek. I think 34 for this map is pretty good. Like a lot of the attempts we didn't even get past 5, so that was a pretty good. I think that was a pretty good attempt, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna get a quick drink now, and I'll try my best to I'll probably talk about a couple of things that are coming up this weekend before I go as well, and might have a quick little yap before I go, but we'll be all right for a few minutes. But just give me a minute to get my drink, and then I'll be back. You're on back, guys. Rightio. Anything I've missed? So yeah, I have no idea about Trickter. I know he's in the 20s. But yep. So before we go, my drink. Cheers, Jeff. And the plan, right? So tomorrow evening there'll be a Harriet Invitational. So you can still apply to potentially play in one. There's only going to be, I think, 7 or 8 left that you guys can potentially play in. Anybody who's like, I think like low champ, very high master above, ideally would want, high champs, but we do open the door for, lower champs and very high masters, because like I said, the numbers aren't like at 32 or anything, so it's not like we have an overload of people. It is quite painful, but I'm not doing it now. About to end, but yeah, I'll be doing the invitational on Friday night. It will be on Arbitral World, I believe, on No Moving, so that'll be fun. And then on Saturday morning, there'll be an NMPZ 10-second Terminus Invitational in the morning from 9:30 a.m. BST, and the one on Friday is always at 7:30 p.m. BST. YouTube wise, if you're curious about the YouTube content, there'll be a video out this Friday with the ranked. There'll also be an update towards the end of the video about when I will be doing the 1v1s. How long of a break I need from it, because I was always chatting on stream yesterday or the day before that I think I need to take a season away from just playing competitive ranked, because I don't think I'll enjoy it much after the World League for a bit. I need to do something else, but I'm thinking of other ideas where I can still do the 1v1 content, but maybe invite some creators and other people. Let me just mute my Discord, because you might be getting pinged. Give me a second. So if you got done over by the sound effect. But yeah, so invitationals, Friday night, Saturday morning, and the last 1v1 rank video coming out tomorrow. And then I think from the 1st, I'll be trying to get some regular content out again. I think I've recorded some with Amon. That will be coming out on Sunday. and I've still yet to plan what I'm doing on Saturday. And of course, we'll be trying to do some pro play alongs every Monday, and I might start introducing some country play alongs in the near future too. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, like I say, when the video comes out, you can listen to the key stuff there. But yeah, like I say, if you want to join my Discord and keep up to date with things more, here is the invite link to my Discord server. So this is on Twitch, and this is the YouTube. So if you want to join, link is in the chat. And yep, either way, I'll be back streaming tomorrow for the invitational. And yep, thank you for the company. It really means a lot. And we got a really good streak as well, so a lot to be positive about. And yep, definitely enjoy doing these streams. And yep, thank you guys. And I'll end my YouTube one now, just so I don't have any issues with raiding. So yeah, thank you all for watching on YouTube. I'll catch you tomorrow, and thank you for watching and helping out. Really means a lot. And yep, now we will find someone